Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to Tuesday, where some people eat tacos and other people just
Don't
have some coffee. Let's go, guys. How's everybody doing?
Some people eat almost a whole chicken.
A whole chicken, you're
Not
saying.
quite. There's some chicken left, but only some.
Only just.
I was very hungry, and I got a rotisserie chicken, and I ate most of it.
Let's go. Dragons love tacos.
Do they?
I'm sorry, dragons. LOOOOOOOV tacos.
I want it.
LOVE Tacos. Thank you very much, Power Up Attorney, for tier 3, 15 months.
Power Up.
Thank you so
That's
much.
so awesome, and good to see you.
What's up? Let's get that coffee on. And
Yes,
stuff.
let's do the thing.
Don't blame others for the road you travel. That's your own asphalt. That's good.
That's
good.
funny.
That's good.
That's your own ass fault.
That's good. I have only one issue with that joke, and you delivered it perfectly. You can't say that joke. That's a typing joke only. It's a reading joke, you know? It has to be read.
Kind of is.
Because if you just say it, they'd be like, it's your own asphalt. Asphalt? Because then you have to explain it too much. And they're like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's my own asphalt. I get it.
Nobody likes an explainy joke.
My favorite is like when somebody tells a joke and everybody laughs, and then like 10 minutes later they're like, oh, I understand why it's a joke, and then they explain it 10 minutes later of a joke that you don't remember hearing. You know what I mean? That's a great one.
Thank you.
Have you seen the movie Constipation? No, I don't think it ever came out.
Hasn't come out yet.
Crappy Day. No, Cheyenne, no. Sir Carlin, hello.
Hello.
Oh, we'll see if we can make it better.
Crappy day, yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure if it ever came out.
No
crappy day. We'll make crappy. We're gonna see if we can polish that turd, huh? What do you say? Blackstone works well next to basalt. Blackstone works.
Blackstone and bath salts, huh?
I understand the bath salts. Can you make Blackstone? I don't think you can you?
No, you can't.
I didn't think that was a makeable object.
It's not.
In the old Minecraft Saroonies.
You can make basalt.
Yo, Ella! Whoa!
New subscription.
Whoa! The conversion from the Twitch Prime Gaming sub to the tier
right.
1 sub.
We don't see that one a whole lot. Thank you so much, Ella.
Thank you very much for the regular tier 1 subscription. Appreciate that.
Hey.
Make sure you do use your Prime Gaming somewhere though, right?
Yes.
Don't let that go to waste. That's you don't want the
You don't leave free money on the table.
you don't leave free money on the table, you know. But thank you so much for converting over to tier 1. Really appreciate it.
We appreciate the conversion.
Glacial Indifference. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Why don't we do that?
I don't know. We both did it, though.
That just happened.
I'm your beloved Count.
Hello. So, I don't think I have any other news too much today.
No news?
The weather has been, oh God. Did anybody else have like snowstorms last night? Like, first of all right, what's that?
Mini Raj goes, I saw a crime today, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, somewhere between the 3 blocks between here and school, you saw a crime? He goes, yeah, there was winter weather in the spring. And I was like, you're right.
That's right.
That is a crime.
Will Rush get more beaver powers tonight?
I forgot
Very
about
doubtful.
that until it just popped up on my TikTok. I'm like, oh yeah!
Oh yeah! There's a great way to make Blackstone and all the mod 7. Just can't remember what it is. I'll look at it. I'm curious.
Good to know.
I will be honest though. I kind of figure there's probably a way to farm it in modded, right? Like a way.
Yeah,
you know?
modded. I'm sure there is.
That's the thing. And I woke up from a bunch of snow this morning. It was fully gone this afternoon. Yeah, it was pretty much gone too. But I'm just like, what the hell? Big Al, you did lost power for 3 to 4 a.m. Just came back on at 8 p.m. Oh my God. That's insane. But yeah, what's up with this stuff?
They had Twizzlers on sale. It was buy 2 get 1 free. So I got a bunch of Twizzlers for the kids and Raj. Do you like Twizzlers?
I mean, it's about as much as I like every other candy.
Okay.
You know, I'm not like super candy man.
I know you're not.
Hey there, Chucko. How you doing?
Hey, Chucko.
Yes, thank you, Shanda. If you need a little pick-me-up, why don't you take a look at my meat on YouTube? It's juicy in your mouth.
It's to die for.
Red vines only. Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
them's fighting words. I don't care. Like, none of that is my favorite candy. I do notice that it's like Twizzlers' ingredients are like sugar, wheat flour.
There you go.
Like same as Cowtails.
Well, then there you go. Been better fighting the cold.
Weird though, right?
You battle that shit out, man. Demons be gone, they say.
Sickness, be gone!
No liquor rice for you. Lico rice. I think you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Liquor rice.
Liquor rice. Yeah, nobody would know what you were saying.
I know.
Talking about that.
You're licking rice? What? I mean, I don't understand. It's my favorite treat. Lick or rice.
There's one time.
Liquor or ice. Liquor ice. Liquor ice. Aha. There you go.
Oh, okay. Raj found a way to turn it into whiskey, so. There was one time when I was working at Hershey Park, and they had some dude was just walking through, like, I worked in the tent, like I worked in the karaoke area, and it used to be in the tent. So it was like an inside thing. It was like a small subsection. And this guy was walking through, and he was just giving people like Twizzlers fresh off the line.
Oh,
that was
awesome.
the only time that I enjoyed Twizzlers.
Liquor rice, liquor eyes, liquor ice. So it's like a ball that goes in there. I don't think that counts, Cheyenne, because I don't think it's technically a resub. Does that make sense? Like, it's
right.
like not now. It's a conversion. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe Ella knows. Did your sub run out and then you converted it, or your sub was current and then you converted it? I can't remember.
Oh, proper Swedish fish, black and properly salted. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. One time, I went to IKEA with Raj's mom and Skinner Bees. And we're like, we're going to get, because they have, at the end of IKEA, they have like this little like buy candy by the pound type thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're like, oh, look, they have black licorice. We're like, we're just going to try a little bit of that. It punched me in the face. I didn't hate it because I like really strongly flavored things. It was one of these...
Anise, right? Anise? Is it, what's
Anise!
Anise.
No, it's
it is, right? That's the flavor.
Most people pronounce it anise.
Anise.
But it is... Whatever it is, it's a lot of it. It's a lot of flavor, and it punches you right in the face. I don't know if there is actual sugar in it.
More anuses!
More and bigger! Is there any sugar, Glacial, is there any sugar actually in it?
I have no idea.
It did not taste like there was. It tasted like it's possible that somebody scraped up like a tar patch out of the road and possibly put that in the candy bucket. It was so strong.
What's up, Mrs. Bibble Chips? How you doing tonight? I think it's in 3 days, then, Ella, you'll probably get like a resub notification, and then that one would count towards the thing. I'm trying to remember, because there's like all types of weird Twitch messages, and I think that one, although it shows up like the same way, isn't like whatever reason like Twitch isn't reporting it as a sub. I don't freaking know. Oh yeah, the dragons in WoW, right?
Oh, licorice root based instead of anise, right? Okay.
Yes, anise is the flavor. They tried to start a train. I know, and that's okay. I'm okay with that part of it. I just don't remember how it actually is.
How it's counted on the Twitch end.
You have to go into like pub sub stuff, and then you like look at the code, and then it's like this is reported as a blah blah blah, and that comes out as a blah 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 message, and it comes out in the format of blah blah blah, and the blah blah blah.
My eyes like drifting and like.
Yeah, that's basically what mine does too. When I'm in that code too, I'm like, can I just get it? Anyway, licorice root based instead of anise, but the flavor is roughly the same. Okay.
Anus.
You have not committed a violent crime as of 4/19/2022, even though the temptation may have been there.
GG.
Pro tip, Scarlet Air: never admit that there was not a violent crime ever committed. So I'm just saying, plausible deniability. We've been over this. Wait, where's it? Power up attorney. He's working. Plausible deniability, eh?
There you go.
All right. Anyway,
I don't have a good segue. I was trying to think of one.
Oh, from plausible deniability to playing with bees. I don't know. Let's just do this segue where we go, let's play games. All right, did it.
Plausible deniabilities.
I plausibly denied that we play games.
One bird can't make a pun. Toucan.
I appreciate the pronunciation of the text-to-speech on that and the bits, Lost Sniper. Toucan. There it is. Glacial Difference did it for us. Deniability.
Make sure that wasn't important. I don't think so.
Anise or black licorice or things of that flavor category make me think of penguins and an oil spill. You don't like it.
Really?
I don't mind it.
That's interesting.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. was
No,
wrong.
we're good. There's still a game somewhere. Oh, look, it's a little Minecraft icon. Look.
We know Minecraft is a dirty liar.
Huh?
I like the all sorts. I actually like the flavor of black licorice. I will drink Uzo and Sambuca.
I do like Sambuca. Top 3 hard things to say. I was wrong. I need help in Worcestershire sauce. True.
I always end up sounding like the freaking leprechaun from The Simpsons with
Sauce.
sauce.
This is my loading screen dance. I was wrong. I need help. All right. I think it. Oh.
And we keep adding things, I know.
No, but we're adding them.
We're spreading them
elsewhere.
out.
We are spreading them out
Spreading them out.
for reasons. Okay, I think we got it.
Okay.
Get a solid 45 FPS on this bad boy. Let's go.
45, I wish.
Open the land. Time to. Oh, it's not time to pray. I have 40 minutes. Remind me in 40 minutes
I
to
prayed
do my
at the
prayers.
beginning of yesterday's stream, so I could pray at the beginning maybe of tonight's stream. We'll
I
see.
did it the same time that you did that last night.
I know. I think our timing was a little like off from each other. What was it?
No. I think it was pretty close.
Was it?
Pretty convinced that it was about the same time. Ah! Am I in hover mode?
No.
I'm not in hover mode. I'm just flying really fast.
What color is your H? That's what it tells you.
Red, Hermie. It's red.
That means no.
Red means no.
No.
Right. Where we got in some crazy ass discussions last night, but what we were actually doing from a productive standpoint was putting the pipes down.
Nice. Will it be soon B time then?
I mean, yes. I think that you should probably start working on the houses. To be honest.
I was gonna use brass casing, so that's why I started stamping plates yesterday.
Yeah, I think houses are the next bit of order that needs to happen.
All right,
here.
awesome. Let's let everything load in, and I'm gonna start making houses.
Boom. I would say higher is better. Oh, Dad's cataract surgery went well, and we have to wait 2 weeks to do the other eye. Ah, gotcha. Oh, that's right. You traveled today. Oh, that's right. I remember now.
Crappy crap. Yeah. You're right, Raj.
That is not a fun day.
No. Oh no, you have a sore hiney from the chairs. No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta tab out. My voice meter sound is like.
It's pooping in.
It goes like that.
It's pooping.
All right, let's see if I got. Do I have game sounds? Do I have game sounds?
I don't know. Do you have game sounds? Only Hermie will know. Ah.
I think I do. Yeah.
Do we have another tune of music? That'd be fantastic.
Well, now you can't have everything.
Well, I just want some things to work, if that's okay. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It took 30 seconds for the song to kick in. I see how you are. Oh, I see how you are there. All right, I need more copper pipes. That's Worcestershire sauce, Army.
That's what I'm saying.
Worcestershire sauce. How do we make the pipes?
You take pipey bits and you add them to other pipey bits.
Wait a minute. There's a smart fluid pipe? Hold on a minute. Wait a second. I gotta ponder this shit. Smart pipes can help control fluids by type. When placed directly on the source, they could specify the type of fluid to extract.
Did that just like rhyme?
I don't know. Simply
Smart
right-click.
Pipes can sort fluids by type.
I don't know that we need that per se, but no way.
Way.
That's cool.
My my god, I love creates pondering. I love to ponder things. Hey, Blackstone, we were talking about making it. You can have a Blackstone, you can craft it with mystical egg.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Blackstone bees. It's fun.
That's a way to do it.
You can make it out of netherrack in the alchemy table. Actually.
Netherrack?
Yeah.
In the alchemy table.
Scared the farts right out of Raj.
Oh, God.
Or you can...
No, that was a fart of excitement, actually.
You can bulk haunt. Okay, that's my new favorite thing.
Oh, bulk haunting,
You can-
yes. Yes, bulk haunting is awesome.
Okay, if you say that fast, it sounds like something dirty. Bulk haunting.
I'm going out of the town tonight, gonna be bulk haunting. It does sound dirty.
It sounds so like, and it sounds like something people don't know about. It sounds like, I don't know.
These kids these days are always out there bulk hunting.
You have to ponder why the ponder liquid is blood. That's what they want you. They want you to think it's not blood, QB. Don't fall for the propaganda.
Now remember, plausible deniability. We're there. Okay.
It's chocolate milk.
Boop.
Yeah, I totally use chocolate syrup and Psycho for blood.
That would make sense, though. I mean, I think it's got the same viscosity to it.
Yeah, they did. Apparently, that's what they use. So.
Well, there you go. Now you know, everybody.
And if you don't know, now you know.
I was going with more of a, and knowing is half the battle.
That works too.
G.I. Joe.
Okay. Wherever you get your knowledge from doesn't have to be G.I. Joe.
Dude, that is gonna be. I hate to even think about this, but that is gonna be a old reference
I
soon.
think it already is.
People aren't gonna know. Definitely, people aren't gonna know what that is. Okay.
All right, Raj.
Yes,
Let
what's
me
up?
know. Let me know when I can start building the.
You can start building right now.
Okay, so where are the? I just want to make sure I put things in the right places.
What are you asking?
Where the
exactly?
beehives go?
Where the beehives go?
Because I would like to, if we're gonna put them on this pipe, which I assume that's what's gonna happen.
No. You do not get liquids. No. You do not feed me liquids for the beehive. I give liquids out of your beehives. Out of your beehives. It basically
beehive.
needs to go into, like, the combs just need to go into here.
Oh.
They need to be
right.
up.
I'm trying to remember how we did it last time. Now
But what I'm thinking is we don't really want to be like here. You know what I'm saying? You want up like here. Like way up here.
which is fine.
You know what I'm saying? But just like
I would say below the manager's office. But only just. All right. Let me look at how we did the
now you can start building the rooms, but I'm not ready for the actual like combs yet. Do you know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
yeah.
But we're getting there closely.
I'll probably just go with the putting the hives down and not putting the bees in yet. Ah.
We need windmills on the top of this thing.
Oh, yeah. In what order? Like, I can do the windmills next, or I can do the...
I say we do the windmills next because there might be some things that we're going to have, like, moving and operational points.
Oh, we just use the chutes to move those down onto... Okay. I see how we did this now.
Yeah, it's not too
Look at
crazy.
look at all these little industrious bees. Look at all this uranium fever they have.
Oh, dude, they're cranking that shit out.
I know. Now that we have them all set up correctly, they're kicking ass, huh?
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God, yes. What a God.
God.
Are we doing... we're doing 2 bees, right? 2 bee windmills?
Yes.
I'm thinking... Let's finish the wood first. We'll start that.
Okay.
Or is G.I. Joe too politically incorrect? I feel like that's a weird thing to fight about. You know what I mean?
That's not something that Raj and I would be concerned about, but I guess some people might.
I mean, it's definitely a big thing, but definitely when G.I. Joe the cartoon, there was male only army stuff. So
sure, that's true.
I mean,
he was a real American hero. One could argue that it's totally army propaganda, and you could be right.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean,
G.I. Joe and Barbie.
Top Gun was like Navy propaganda. So that's a thing.
I don't if somebody is offended by it, I think that's a weak hill to, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you remember that thing from like 30, 40 years ago that came out that had some sort of racial or sexist stereotype in it? I'm like, well, which one? You know, like which thing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That would be a strange one. I have not heard of that being like a rallying call. We gotta stop G.I. Joe.
I wasn't allowed to watch He-Man. I don't know what message it sent.
I kind of like the He-Man messages though. Kill Skeletor. Tom Cruise.
I love the like little cartoons of Skeletor. Like they say, "Live, laugh, love," but it just has Skeletor on it.
I know that's
that
so good.
kills me.
I'm gonna be
That is
honest.
my humor.
When you said that shit, you were like, I like the message of He-Man, and my brain is racking hard to find the messages of He-Man.
It's,
I was like,
manly men in Subligar.
oh, is He-Man the originator of
Daggers.
like
The rappery harness.
the rappery harness? Yes, but the originator of that whole concept of like the less thing, the better the armor is.
The less armor.
The less armor, the better it is.
The less armor covers, the better it actually is.
Like the good old classics, everybody's favorite classic of, if you want more accuracy in your ranged attack, then have something that covers most of your face. You know, like that kind of stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
As a design element.
Your accuracy mask.
Yeah, your accuracy mask.
Like the blind faith helmet from Diablo. Yeah.
Blind face.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a placement for the windmills?
I would say someplace where the wind goes.
Okay. I
Where the
meant,
wind
like,
goes.
do you have a place where they will go?
I don't know. I do not have a place where they will go.
Okay.
I'd imagine that we'd want to see them from afar, so on top.
No, Jesus Christ.
What are you asking me exactly?
I'm asking you, like, how far up are they gonna go? Like, would the actual windmill bearing go inside?
I understand why you're asking this. I have no idea how to answer it. Make it high. Make it somewhere up here. Like here. All right, here. How about that? That work?
Okay.
Somewhere here. And then I'll just connect to it, you know, some other way.
You could always move it then.
Yeah, right. I think equidistant, if we're going to do it like that.
Well,
You know what
I mean,
mean?
certainly.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't have like a... Ooh.
You do have a fart, is what you have.
Ooh, I have a gaseous anus.
This just in.
Hermes sounded surprised. For a second.
Did not.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
No, I didn't.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. Please have enough. Please have enough. Please have enough. Yes.
No, the windmills are bees. I do kind of like the idea of a flower wind. What if one of them was a flower?
I kind of want to do 4 now. Like 2 bees and 2 flowers? What do you mean, damn it?
I said, damn it.
But how cool would that be?
I mean, it's going to be awesome.
A gaseous anise. Oh, no. We missed some.
The roof is going to be... We decided it's going to be glass, right? But it's
Right.
going to have windmills on top, which we're discussing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
mathing-wise, is this a square?
It is a square, yes.
So it should be... Why is it so funny? So it should be... It's 47, right?
In a row, yeah.
In sides. I'm counting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Yes, 47 on the inside. So it's 47 by 47.
Fudge, pardon me, man. I just got a little bit. Baby's got a little gas.
Okay.
You got this, Hermie. Break through the glass ceiling.
I'll build the glass ceiling around me. How about that shit? Stop. Stop sarcastically farting.
What do you mean?
I said stop sarcastically farting.
You think this is sarcastic? I have a genuine problem and you're being sarcastic.
Oh my god. Alright.
All right, right.
So, we're going to divide each side into thirds. Does 47 divide by 3? It does not.
Wait. What?
I'm trying to figure out how to do each, like,
What is your
equally
thought?
spaced.
Can you tell me what you're thinking?
Equally spaced through the square.
Are you trying to do it like one row? I was thinking 4. Corner.
I'm trying to make them, like, equally spaced around the cube, though.
Are you saying thirds is the space in
Yeah.
between? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But that's not going to work. So we're going to have to come up with a different way to do it. We can do it, like, third-ish.
Yeah, so it's not important that the middle is equidistant. It's that the edges are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'll explain it like this.
No. I understand what you're saying. Like, it's also, if we have, like, a flower and a bee and a flower and a bee, it's not going to look equidistant anyway because they're much different sizes.
Correct. But, yeah.
But if you don't mind helping me, like, figure that out.
Oh, God, you're making me brain.
Like, no, you don't have to. I'll figure it out, but it'll take me a long time.
Do you know what happens when I build vertically? Gaseous emissions, friends.
I feel like that happens whether you build no matter what.
That's true. Sculpted like my ass to be flat. Wait, what? Just flat glass or sculpted. Oh.
Why is it just not? It just doesn't stop being funny.
So you're just basically looking for a point to have the windmills begin?
Yeah. So I don't slap them down willy-nilly. What if I put them... What if I line them up with, like, this?
But the second...
Hold on. What if we
Yes, if you line them up with things on the floor, then it would look just great. I will say probably
sarcastic.
this. It did sound pretty sarcastic.
That sounded really
You see this
fucking
spinny pipe here that I'm standing out right here? All right, what if...
I was gonna line it up with, like, this thing right here. The mixer.
Sure, perfect. Middle mixers on each one, and you're good. That'll be. It will look great.
Okay.
Up there, middle mixer. Yeah, I think that will look great.
Hold on. Slow down. Okay.
Slow down. Jump on Hermie's head. Ah.
Whoa!
Doop.
Stop it.
I'm not going to stop it. Hermie, Mini Rush is more mature than all of us. It's true, actually.
He'll tell you what's inappropriate.
Does mid-quarter make sense?
26,845.
I tell you what we could do. This is probably going to make it super... you asked for some help.
I did.
And I will assist in this way. And I think it'll make it probably the easiest thing ever. Where is... There it is. The thing that I get stuff out of the system with. We're going to get dirty here for a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't trust this go straight up thing.
And we're saying mixer, or spritzers.
In reality, it's probably the differences between like here and like here is the ideal distance. We're talking about the actual like.
It doesn't.
No, I know it doesn't matter.
This one, the symmetry of the top is not going to be anything difficult to do.
How did you get 2 done already?
What?
So how did you get 2 done already? I was like, oh, I'll go do the next one.
You asked for help.
I know, and you're just killing it.
Just destroying it.
You're just too fast for the rest of me.
I am not that fast.
You are faster than I am.
Faster.
I gotta search for shafts in the system here.
Yeah, that'll happen, man. I don't think I have most of the shafting.
Oh, there's 200 shafts in the system.
Oh, we will need more shaft. There will be a need for more shaft.
Okay, how many shafts did I put down so I know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put down 6 shafts.
Check Y level on this. That's the one thing I'm not 100%.
It was equal to the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, that was not exactly it at all, Hermie.
I feel like that one is not.
I feel like that one is not. We're gonna have to check Y level, you're right.
Oh, here, check it out.
Oh.
Look at that.
That's one way to do it. Look at us getting smart in our old age.
sometimes we have ideas. All right, let me know when you got the rotational points. Could you put them all down, actually, real quick?
Yeah, I have to get the other one out of my backpack. That's what I was
It's a thing, though. It's a thing. Laura, lighting options for vanilla. I agree.
I agree. Well, are we getting frog lights?
Oh, that's as far back as we can go. Get a longer memory there, building gadget, okay?
I know.
Ah.
I said the same thing. The face when you realize it has to use the memory of your computer.
You're like, wait a minute.
No, thank you.
All right, we good?
We're good? Thank
Easy?
you. Appreciate it.
Well, that'll get you started there, Peg. All right, cool.
We don't have it. Wasn't there a mod that used to have... You could, like, copy in, like, a blueprint and build it somewhere else?
We have that stuff. It's still in. We have it in this pack. Like, things can do that. That is an operational point that we can do.
Not that it's hard to build a bee. The copy-paste gadget?
That being said, I would be... Here's the thing.
Would you be?
Give it a go if you want to use it. I have never, ever, ever had those things work right. I spend more time fixing the errors that it creates.
That's my concern, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because, no, I'm not going to do it, and here's why. Because you need glue.
Yes.
With create, and there's no way it's going to get that right.
And there's a directional thing, and then there's all that other stuff, and then, like...
For fucking get it, bros.
That one stair. Remember that there's a stair there. But it didn't remember it was facing north or south or east or west or up there. You know, it didn't remember any of that stuff.
Exactly.
So it's like, it makes it
horrible noises.
Makes it awkward. You have a date tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I do too. It's 4/20.
Oh my God! It's Chelsea's birthday.
4/20 tomorrow.
It is the date tomorrow.
I have a date today too. It's 4/19.
Oh my God! Stop it.
Yep, you like that, don't you? Well, good luck on the date tomorrow. What you doing? Long walk on the beach, movie, holding hands, that sort of thing. 4/20 at 4/20.
Gonna visit good old Starbucks.
Starbucks?
You know, Starbucks.
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Starbucks.
Starbucks? I thought you meant like an Arby's Starbucks.
Oh God!
I was like, where are we going?
Imagine the Jamocha shakes one could possibly make. That's the only positive that could come out of that, right?
Okay, I think what we're gonna do here.
Sushi, all right.
Yeah. Oh, sushi. I'm in. Where are we going?
Ooh, that's a good. You know what? That's a good first date thing. You learn a lot about somebody by sushi.
You do actually. That's a
I feel
very
like
good point.
You do. You learn about their like food creativeness, like their adventurousness with food.
Starbies, the new fetus frappuccino. Oh God! Oh no! You're a terrible person, and I love you. We pump all the liquids in here. Now, wait. All right. The stuff that we're pumping in now, okay, adds a voice to echoes of sushi. Not Arbucks.
Arbucks.
I like it. So we're getting honey out of this. Oh, honey, it's coming out.
Oh, honey.
So this is coming from productive bees. Oh, does it have to be create honey? No, it doesn't.
No, I think it.
No heating required. Just kink it. Trying to think about overflow on this, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh God, scarlet hair, that's disgusting. Oh God, we don't talk about placenta toppings, okay? Like,
oh, gross. That's really gross.
dude. Ew.
Ow.
Disgusting. All right, so I need what? Two kinky bits.
The umbilical straw. Oh my God, Ella topping it.
Ugh.
Coming back.
Here at the Adventurous Eaters Club, we have limits.
Human remains from the crematorium next door.
Blah.
Shanna's like, I had a bad day. Aren't you glad you came here to...
Speaking of, there's Honey Gleam's ham from Farmer's Delight right here for you. Look at that. Smoked ham. Oof.
No. I would like a rum ham, please. No.
Rum ham.
Rum ham.
All right, time to make the kinks. It's time to get kinky, everybody.
Lola. La 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 Lola.
We need this guy,
La,
the
la.
mechanical
Oh, Raj,
Chris.
before you sleep, if you were planning on it, look at the lighting.
Yes. I forgot to get shaders. Oops.
Yeah.
So much discussion about backups last night. It looks fun. It looks fantastic.
Sleep. You have night vision on.
I have night vision on.
Take your night vision off and come look at the lighting.
I will.
Nice.
Okay. I have 10 seconds before it wears off. Hey guys, I hate you had a rough day. No, it's Cheyenne.
No, Cheyenne had a rough day. I'm fine.
I think her was having a wondrous day. Oh, there it goes. And it does look wonderful. Look at that.
Look at the lighting in the front there with it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
I know. Awesome. Okay, I'll sleep.
Ooh.
I'll sleep in my purple sleeping bag.
I now see what you were talking about when you said, like, the little bit of glow behind the...
I want a little glow behind the honey, but
Yeah.
oh, I forgot to take off hover mode. Funnel flaps? What? What is go- Oh my God, I glued myself to the floor. What is going on? I'm screwing up all over the place.
Eddie, if I woke up tomorrow with my head stapled to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised. I glued myself to the floor. Again, Hermie? Again? Oh.
This is just a real nice surprise.
You're a little exhausted maybe for the night shot, and yesterday, and then on top of all you have to do. Yeah, it's all good, Gamer Mama. You know, it's all good. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Why do I like mainline coffee at the beginning of stream? And I feel like
Because you want to feel awake.
right, I kind of do.
Yeah.
I'm like mainlining the coffee. But it goes by so fast is what I'm saying. The coffee gets consumed very quickly.
I know, that's why we had to start buying cheaper coffee, because we just drink so fucking much of it.
I'm going to be honest, I actually don't during the day. It's weird. Like, I don't drink that much coffee.
That is really weird, Raj.
It's a weird one. Mr. Grinch. All right.
I like how any and all Minecraft animals are all wall-eyed.
Party mode. Totally understandable. Party on, Lane.
Party on, Garth.
Oh. Anuses! Where are we going?
Whoops. I had glue and no wool. I think I did that pretty well from memory. Whoops.
Hey.
Looks like bees.
Smells like bees too.
Smells like bees too.
All right, so this is where the
does not
kinky
look right.
this is where the kinky stuff is gonna happen right here, guys. Oof. And then I need a cauldron. George Cauldron.
George Cauldron. Yes, I'm George Cauldron.
Hi, I'm George Cauldron.
Is Cecilia ready?
Oops. Uh-oh. Make a kinky mechanical press. Oh wait, the press is in the hold on. The press is in like a basin, right? Ah, it is. You press into the basin. The basin. So we need more of this. So we need more of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of and that. And whoop. Whoop.
I feel like I feel like we had a slightly different scale before, but this will be fine. This will be.
No! George Cauldron, you've gone in the wrong place. I love it. I'll just use this as a reference.
He's fine. He's not exactly square, but he's squishy and cute, and I love it.
Chat, is it that? Chat, is it that? I feel like it needs to be in it to win it, you know? You need to be in it to win it.
Spin to win. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Come on, this bee, they're not wall-eyed. This bee is like kind of smart looking. Look, he's smart. His eyes are not like pointing out, they're pointing in.
What? He's an intelligent bee.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Or maybe you're just better at doing and recognizing pixel art than the person who made that bee. Which is very possible.
I don't have it up. I was trying to do it from memory.
Oh my god.
Oh, we can have him looking in a direction.
For honey blocks, that should be good. Okie dokie. So then we pump it in.
Q. His little self. We are really gonna be busting through the old jetpack battery building this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna look sick, dude. Is there a way to... So, like, here's the thing. All right, there's a pipe here and a pipe here, right? Now, if I was a Minecraft coder, which I'm not, but I would imagine if the pipe comes up here and then tries to go that way and that way. How do we ensure that it goes that way? Nah, I mean, dude.
I don't know enough about create to know the answer.
Like, if you're at a T-junction, is there a way to say, like, don't go that other way, go that way? Look at the other pipes. What are you talking about? There's a wrench that lets you control that? I don't know.
I mean, there is a create wrench. Does it do that?
There is a create wrench, yes. Pump pulling the way you want it. So we need like one, like maybe here, like one pump, like in this direction that way. And then it'll be like, yo, let's go. Does that sound right? There's, okay, let's see.
QB, which Parent Trap do you want to watch? Watching my glue. Oh my gosh, am I out of Create Glue already? Oh, I have one more tube. I seem to have super glued myself to myself. I'm stuck in this bee forever.
Okay, it doesn't actually tell me there. The pipes don't actually store any fluid. I see that. Yep. So it doesn't actually, although it looks really neat and cool, it doesn't actually do any fluid dynamics. Understood.
Noted.
Got it. All right, so do we like that? Let me see how it looks in the front. Let's go like maybe one higher. Yeah, let's go one higher on this.
The newer one with Lindsay Lohan? Oh.
You could sense the disappointment in the tone of your voice. Oh.
I'm an old school with Haley Mills fan.
So we're going one higher and then just having that connect the whole way across. Yep.
It's what we were talking about yesterday with like the Disney timeless music.
True. All right, so I put one pump right there. Make this all glass, of course, because you're gonna want it. You're gonna want the glass. You know, you're really gonna want the glass. All right, now let me get the wrenchy boys. And so, if this is pumping their same direction the whole way, is it gonna know from that, or do I need to put another pump in? Do you know what I'm saying? I kind of wish you could ponder from looking at. Like, do this and be like, I guess it would not make sense because you have to sort of walk around at things, right? Try the extra pump first and see what happens. Should I try it without the extra pump first? You know what? I have a feeling this is actually going to need to have, like, several pumps in series here. Just because I don't think fluid there is going to reach all the way to there. All right, let's get some tanks, though. What do we have here? All right, so I wonder if I can make a cool looking in a larger tank. Whoa! First of all, that's cool.
That is awesome.
Is that the largest tank that we can make? Pipe networks can pull and push fluids from any side of the pipe. Push and pull. Push and pull. Whoa. The fluid contained fluid. Wait, what did that say? Oh.
That's yours anyway. For under the dress.
Is this a Squirty McSquirterson? Is this the Create's nipple? I think this is the Create nipple.
Raj.
What? What's that? What?
My contraption doesn't have enough vault or sail blocks.
Does it have enough sail blocks?
That's what.
What? You just tested it down there.
I know. I have to go charge unless it's because it's like taller. I don't know why that would be a thing, but I need to go. I need to charge my jetpack.
Wait a minute. It says not enough sail blocks.
Yeah, see if it says the same thing for you.
Right-click the bearing with an empty hand to attach the structure. Okay, let's do this. Does not include enough sail blocks. 0. It says that it has 0.
Yes.
Let's ponder it a bit.
Okay.
Hello? I'm pondering.
We're gonna have to make the sail wings then. and not have the glass wings. Togetherness. The shaft should be glued, but we can double check.
I think that's what it is. I think it's the shaft.
I'll come back and I'll squirt all over that shaft.
That's
what?
Wow. Hello. Okay. All right. Let's go. I think that's the problem. It's not detecting any blocks at all. So
there's a whole ass bee.
I know, but it's saying it has 0. So
no, it's a liar.
I have a feeling that the problem with the problem you got here is the difference between this and that, this part and that part there. You know. All right.
Let me gotta do the jetpack thing.
Just a jetpack thing. Jetpacks, baby jetpacks. Now, how do I make these tanks? Wow, that's weird.
What's weird?
So hear me out.
Nope, shan't.
The tank requires 0 glass to make. Yeah, you heard me. That's weird, right?
That is no tank I've ever heard of.
So, you know, funky weirdness, I suppose. Roger's time to pray to the graveyard. Oh, I see how you are. You're just like, so you want that beaver buff again?
It's so funny.
Can you make these bigger than 2? Ah.
We're gonna need a lot of glue.
Oh, that is badass.
I like that a lot.
I like this a lot too. Yes. Oh, can I make it bigger? It's gonna be amazeballs, dude. We're gonna have a freaking huge tanks of honey. It's gonna be cool as shit. I want more.
I've had that the whole time, but nobody can see it.
What?
Well, huge tanks of honey.
You've had huge tanks of honey?
Yeah.
They're like this?
No, they're just those same XP tanks.
We're making a factory, and now we have a thing that's gonna look like a vat of something. You know? Like I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Guys.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground.
Guys, it's glued though, look.
The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
Thank you, Scarlett. I really appreciate that.
Look, there's glue right there.
I think each individual shaft piece needs to be glued, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah. To be part of the structure. There's already plans for the space above, so we're not going to be hanging the tanks from the ceiling. That's where the bees go. That's where the bees go. Already
Yes.
plans.
There will not be. Yeah.
I see the request. Yes. When the shaft squirting. Actually, I should be doing it right now. Shaft squirting. Right now.
I have
Harmony
the
on me.
glue in my left-hand side. Where it's supposed to. Okay, well, that one glue. Did you guys see the glue particle effects? Like there was squirting.
Basement tanks? No, we want to see all of it. But this is a thing. We want to see all of it.
Bruh. It is literally not going.
Structure does not include, what does it say?
Enough
sail
sail-like blocks.
0.
0.
That's actual wool.
It's actual
And you
wool.
tested it down there, right?
Yes, I had it working down there. The shaft was lower.
I don't think that makes it. I don't think Y level makes any difference on this.
No. But shaft length.
Ah. Well, shaft length is important, as you all may know. You blame the shaft.
I don't think you have to glue the shaft.
Well, something ain't right. Something came through the window. Something had to break the stereo.
Okay, we're gonna try it. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make another bearing. I'm not gonna move that one.
Put the bearing at the top of the shaft, not the bottom.
I'm gonna make another. Wait a minute. It is a windmill. Okay, I just want to make sure it was the right kind of bearing first.
Ah, yeah, good call, good call, good thought.
Troubleshooting, you know.
Yeah, this is the right bearing, right?
Yeah, that's a really good place to start, actually. Oh, well, I many slabs? The fuck? What kind of Minecrafters are we?
Bad ones?
No. I refuse to accept that one.
Yeah,
That's
you know
not
what?
it.
You're right. No, we're
That's
good
not it.
Minecrafters. We're good Minecrafters.
We're just slabless.
Slabless.
It's fucking slabless.
Seems like a weird insult. Listen here, you slabless wonder. Oh. Don't say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. Alright, we're gonna have to do this.
How much copper do we have now? Listen here, copper. I'm gonna
That
cook
was
you in the
awesome.
furnace.
That was perfect. That
What
was
happened?
exactly
Something
what I
bad?
wanted to do. It just went on upside down.
Oh. Yeah, that'll happen.
You're gonna have to go ahead and yeah.
Ooh, you know what? You're probably gonna wanna.
Did that just happen again?
Yo, these ore hammers are freaking super duper weak, dude. They're like weak sauce.
Alright, let's try something different. Let's try dirt and then put it on the dirt. Try dirt. No. Goes upside down every time. Alright. We'll try this.
I tell you, my bear is not happy about that, okay?
You
It
know-
does not want to go. We do not want upside down.
And
If I've learned anything from
if
Stranger Things,
anything,
we do not. You do not want to
Perfect.
go to the upside down.
it's even better.
Boop, 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 doop, boop. Bam. Whoa.
Yes,
Things
we're
are-
getting
things are
we're,
going,
we're getting things.
Things are going down. Oh, there's the. Ooh, it's slimy. Ooh, it's sticky.
Yeah.
Oop, slimy, sticky. Hello, Northlight. How you doing, dude?
Your bear is like, that's a bearing and it does not deserve the name.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Now we have a shorter bearing. Nope, same thing.
Hear me out. Try to not use. All right, here. Let me come out. Let me. Okay. So what I'm thinking, this is the initial point, right?
Yeah.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
It's very
so
squishy.
sticky.
I mean, it is like it's a situation here.
All right. Let me just try this, okay?
Go ahead, try whatever you want. Trying to hurt the bee is all. He's nice and cozy, and we love him. Aw. How you doing, Northlight? I had one tall shaft downstairs. Is it a shaft problem?
Yeah.
All right, so
All right,
what's
so
wrong with my shaft?
just make him spin on the platform like that, you know? Boom, 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 boom.
What's wrong? But I had him on like a one tall shaft downstairs.
I don't know.
The berry needs a block between it and the shaft. Maybe.
And then from there, we just kind of go down, and then we want to have. Actually, that's fine, honestly. So there you go, I guess. Right?
I guess. If that works, then that works, and that's how we'll do it.
That's how it works. And then the shaft can go down, and then we can.
And then our bees will spin around, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah. We'll still get the same.
Yeah,
effects.
but it'll still spin.
Yeah, we'll still do the thing.
I gotta put his wings on though now.
You definitely have to give him wings, like the Red Bull. You must give it wings for me.
Don't downgrade my bee by saying he's like the Red Bull. We don't.
Well, I
do
was
that.
not. Was that a derogatory statement to your
I
bee?
feel that it was. I feel that it was a derogatory.
He's
statement.
gonna drink Red Bull to give himself wings. I don't know what. At this point, I'm confused. All right, here we go. More barrels, more tanks, bigger, badder, nastier. Vats of stuff. Phoenix Gods, hello.
Hello.
The bee needs a monster.
No, he does not. Stop trying to contaminate my honey by giving my bee chemicals. Gross!
It's not a chem bee, okay?
It is not. It can be.
But can it be a chem bee? Can be chem bees? Can be's. All right, here we go, guys. Oh. Oh. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna whoosh, 180. Bang. So far, so good. Maybe one more out. Oh, excuse me.
Still funny. Oh, the farts. It's like Detective Popcorn. Those hard to soft crabs, and I'm so delicious and buttery.
All right.
You're
Get out of
my
that dang
soggy
Hovermo.
purple backpack. Sleeping bag. Danger.
I did not steal it.
I'm saying it's soggy because it's raining outside.
Oh, soggy.
Swaggy. All right, let's look at our... Get out of hover mode. Just wasting energy. Unobtainium bee. All right, yeah, he's purple and black. That's kind of what I got. He's going to be basically the same as this bee, only he's going to be purple and black instead of yellow and brown.
Purple and black?
Yep.
Oh, man. Sounds good.
I think it's going to look bitchin'.
Gonna need that guy to get a little kinkier over there, all right? You need to kink faster, friend. There's no time to waste. You must kink faster. Recipe.
If you put a pouch in the bee, would it be a wallaby? I'm going to see a man about a wallaby.
Yes.
This vocalist reminds me of the vocalist from Florence and the Machine a bit.
I can see it. That looks fantastic. Let's do maybe one more row. Yes.
Yes.
I love it. That looks fantastic. It's great. Huh. Okay, now we're gonna do a series of pipes and what's the other thing that is this called? Probably gonna need more copper, aren't I? Yes. And you think that will stop them? Yes. Wrong.
Wrong.
I just want to set the kings on fire.
But I think they're the singers of popular songs such as Lola, and You Really Got Me.
This is my kinky interpretive dance. It could be faster. Our kinks could happen faster, I think. But do you want them to? You know, maybe your kink is slow. You know, maybe it is about
some people
a little bit
kink.
of a build up, right? Like you don't want it to just come gushing out immediately. You just want slow, kinky build up.
Is that sort of insight is what you got from the what was your thing you asked, like beaver something?
Oh right, beaver insight.
Beaver insight, that's what it was.
I could pray. That's right. Somebody mentioned it. It's time for me to pray. I must pray to the gods of the grave. The very grave.
I know, I've pray time too. What if I get stupid dolphins grace again though?
I didn't get anything.
What?
I just got my knowledge of death increased.
Oh, I guess you don't get something every day. Not
Did I
every
clip
day is a
that?
beaver insight day.
I sure did. Not every day is a beaver insight day. No, it's not. Oh, it's beaver harvesting.
Beaver harvesting. That's what it was.
I got no bus today, Hermie. My prayers were not answered.
Oh, no.
It's a very difficult time. I said in the... I don't know. And the great be gods. Be gods, man. Oh, look, it's the purple bee. I like it, the purple bee.
He's not a bee yet, is he?
Well, it's coming along. It's like it's the makings of bee. The makings of bee.
Makings of bee.
Recipes, por favor. And we'll go like that, and we'll make some of that, and we'll make some of that. Do I have any more pipes just like chilling around somewhere? I do. A bunch there.
Beaver harvesting 3.
Ooh, beaver harvesting 3. It's so good. You know what you did.
They do know what they did.
They know what they did. And then we make that into the gear by like putting in gear with it, right? Yes.
Gear?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7? Da. Okay. Alrighty then. Give me the pipes. Hooking up the pipes. Oh, you're hooking up them pipes, are you? Oh, why, yes, I am. Then we go like that. Nice. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Actually, no. I think what we want to do here is we want to do this. Yes. That is the one we need. It's not the one we want, but it's the one we need. Is that it? Is that our level? Get on my level, bro. All right, there we go. And then there's that. Oh, the symmetry is, chef's kiss. It's happening, guys. Thank you, Cheyenne. Yeah, we're going to try to hit that sub goal every single night.
Whoops.
The old goal is to, do the old shut 'em up kind of thing.
Exactly.
We did have a fantastic week last week, guys. Don't get me wrong. It was a pretty dang good week.
Squishy glue.
Ah, no, I made an extra little connection I shouldn't have. Did they make that grim connection? Oh, that looks awesome. It almost looks like a thing. You know? Like a dude with weird arms, like, hey, come. Hey, bring me all your honey, bro. You know? Like something like that.
I think you've been watching too much Boba Fett.
I finished it, so there's definitely the end of the Boba Fett, so there's that. Copper pipes for the win. I agree. I think they look fantastic. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll do this.
Look at this awesome purple bee. I love him so much.
Like that. Okay. Now, here's the problem. There is a genuine issue that we have here, guys. I kind of need some honey to test it. Oh, we could get some combs. We do have any combs, like, chilling around?
Also, what kind of... I mean, you mean you need combs to spin down? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I just need, like, a tester combs.
So I'm like, we have a lot of honey.
I understand. Yeah.
In the system, like, with a lot of honey. Like, a lot. Yes, but there should be some regular honeycomb. I will say...
It's not small?
That's one... No, stop. You're going to distract me.
Okay.
I do want to have some vanilla bees making just honeycomb that does not get processed.
Okay, that's fine. I believe this was mentioned. Oh, I mentioned the business.
I know, but it's an easy thing to forget.
You are 100% correct.
Well, you're making 12 of the same thing.
Well, that ain't right. That boy ain't right. All right, let's turn you. Maybe not like that. Maybe the other way. How about this way? Other way? Sideways? Useless motherfucker!
That's what she called me.
Alright, fine. I'll go in hover mode. We'll go up here. Fine.
Fine.
I don't wanna.
Raj is hovering. Every day he's hovering.
Fine. I'll break you and place you down again. It really didn't want to turn, did it? I thought everybody wanted to turn. There you go.
Well, fuck.
Did you pay the gas bill?
Do you realize what you've done? Oh, need more wool.
Am I correct in thinking that this is going to work?
Oh no, Raj, are you?
I think that will work. That pump should probably be further down the pipe. What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what I want to do, here's the thing. I want to test to see if this and then like this increases the pressure and then that. And then this is just like, honestly, this one right here is just for that final oomph, you know? If we need to put one in series down here, then we will. But I'm trying not to do that much stuff because it does add stress to our apparatus.
I just want to stress out the apparatus.
Ooh. Is this our first windmill moving part? It might be. It might be. I don't think it matters nor is needed. I know there's a distance of how far liquids will go with it before it, like, you know, it's like, I've gone too far this time. I need another pump, which sort of makes sense. I'm gonna do some glass here because you want to see the honey, you know.
Of course.
You want to see it. It's our first combination bit.
Hype, hype, hype.
Which is side 1 and side 2. Said, let's get together.
Almost done with the beep.
So we need to have a gear on the side of this thing. Either on the inside or the outside. I'm thinking inside vibes here. Inside vibes.
Look how cute the bees are. Oh my god.
Oh, Army, they're adorable.
No, I have to give the purple one wings.
You mean the glass that was no way involved in making the pipe? Yes, that glass. Exactly that glass. There we go. Gear, shaft, belt. That's what we're doing. Can you make the tanks look like bees?
That might be a tall order.
I think that's a very tall order. It will also be within the workings of the contraption. I think we want this to be super factory. You know, it's like factory.
It's factory, and then it's bees.
Yeah, and then it's bees. So 3 cogs in a line? 3 cogs in a line, then. No. I'll show you
No!
What happened? What?
My bee has a separation.
Anxiety?
No.
Oh,
Half of his face is a little broken.
no.
I know.
Now we need the geary thingy, boxy thingy.
I was really careful about the. I was really careful about the first B with the glue. I think I lost it a little bit on the second one.
You were like, oh no.
Oops.
My
It's
B focus
fine.
is gone. Be focused.
Yeah, my focus isn't awesome today. All right, let's get this purple and we're gonna glue it to this side.
The geary box thing. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I found one separation. Hopefully that was the only one, but I'm not sure.
It's literally called a gearbox.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
like half
think
of
I
it.
was wrong.
Okay,
Oh no,
hold
you having
on.
major problems over there?
Yeah.
There's,
Big time.
there are many missing B parts. It's bad. It's bad.
The
It's a
B
bad
is-
scenario over here. Oh, you don't want to see
He
it.
is in. Yeah, he's a little. He's dissected.
Nope.
He's a little dissected. We're gonna have to make him
Rotation doesn't matter on
go
the
a little
pumps.
better.
I think you're BSGing a problem that doesn't exist. I know. Because it doesn't matter at all. I'm going for symmetry. But here's the thing. Right? Bada bing, bada boom. It doesn't matter which direction the gear is spinning.
All right, so we have this whole like left cheek is still a little wonky.
And there you go. And then it just matters. The only thing that matters on the pump is the direction that that thing's facing. Like right now, it's facing the opposite way. So we're making sure that that goes that way. And then we're good. Done and done. And look how awesome that looks. Looks like a Jew with big old muscles and stuff. You know what I mean? Got like the big old muscles. He's got like the belts. Like, yo. There it is. All right. Now I need, I guess I need a comb to try.
All right, we're almost good.
Was there some in the system? Yeah. Comb.
I'm missing some purple.
Those are the regular honeycombs you spoke of. Oh. But the question being is this. Do they go in this at all?
Yes, they do.
They do. And then they spin down to this.
Yeah.
All right, so they'll work for testing then.
Yeah, they should.
We'll make more.
I know.
Oh, you thought I was joining the pumps. Oh, no. The only thing that I really need to do here is to have this connected, but I think I want to have that on a separate power system because I'm really focusing on trying to maintain that symmetry, you know, like between all the stuff. And if we use one of the windmills from up top, then we can do that. Can you combine engines and create? Like, can I use 2 windmills to power one thing? Does it increase the kinetic energy?
Let's see.
I've never done that yet. Is that a thing that you can do?
I honestly don't have a fucking clue.
All right. Time to test.
All right, we got. Wait. Do we have? Nope. We have a couple butt blocks missing.
I will not go in the butt closet.
Step into the butt closet.
I will not.
Are these 2 butt blocks? Is that a fly or is that an escapee? Hold up.
Where?
Right on top. Hold on.
Oh,
right,
shit.
Right there. That's a zombie. He's annoying. He gives you hungry if he gets nearby.
You know what? So does Raj's meat video. You know, I'm just saying.
Fucking annoying. Of course. Of course I'm kidding. Okay, I need more jetpack fuel. So I'm just hovering like a mad person.
I am gonna need to go back for that as well. Very shortly. You're right. This hover mode.
I know, dude. It's like it just kills ya.
I'm gonna be a little honest here. I have a feeling that this scaled incorrectly.
It wouldn't be the first thing we found the skeleton correctly, so it wouldn't be surprising.
Because if you have 184 million, okay, and you're hovering, that hover mode requires like, how much per second is it? Let me see.
We'll get the rings once we get more, you know, unobtainium.
It's like 15,000 RF a second. I don't think so, dude. All right, 3398. I jumped once. That took 30,000 RF to jump.
That's crazy. You'd think they'd be more efficient at using their power.
It won't speed up, but the torque will double. That's kind of what I'm saying is the
Do I get strength?
kinetic energy. That's what it's called, right? You got strength?
Yeah, it's strength 3. Let's go. Let's kill something. Raj, come here.
No! I am not being your test guinea pig
But
again.
I'm so strong!
Yeah, I know, but it really hurts, okay?
Raj, how do I prove it?
How do I prove it?
I'm so strong. How do I
You
prove
find that
it?
zombie, take him out.
The zombie? Yeah, they're easy to kill.
Like anything in this game is going to be hard to kill.
No, it's
We summoned the void boss and we're like, and it's gone. You know, we hit it one time and it was dead.
true.
So I'm just saying, we need some stuff. What
Yeah,
did I need?
including ink sacks, actually.
We need ink sacks.
Yeah.
Do you black dye?
Yeah.
Coal in the grinder works.
Does it just?
Mm-hmm. And it's all set up if you wanted to.
The create grinder.
Yeah, the one in the kinky basement will do that for you. I made a
Look at
ton of black dye.
Look at my strong, black, curly self. I have red curlies. That's what I was trying to say. I was starting to say black dye and red curls, and it just all mixed up in my brain.
It went a little sideways with you.
Mm-hmm.
A depot. Hold W to ponder. No, not to search, to ponder, damn it. I think this is what I need. Stationary belt elements. Yeah. Right click. Yeah. That's what I want. I want the depot. Show me the depot. We need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Home Depot?
6. Yes, the Home Depot.
Lost Sniper's gonna get upset and be like, "Don't talk about work, guys."
I don't want to talk about work right now.
Seriously.
Okay.
If only we had some coal. Just kidding.
All right, here we
have
go.
Quite a lot of coal.
Oh no. Can I have one?
Oh no.
Oh, then I need to put a funnel on there. That's right. Oh, it's a kinky depot. True. That's actually very true. It's more of a kinky... Oh, there's the andesite funnel. Now, can this one suck off a depot?
What? Lost Sniper, what do you think? Can it? Indeed.
I think it might.
Does it become a kinky depot? He goes, meh.
Remember, kids. Don't be going... Never keep funnels in your hotbar.
Do not,
As per Raj will tell you.
Raj will tell you that, and Hermie will tell you never, ever, ever get a fortune shovel unless you really like flint. Learn from our mistakes, kids. This is why you watch your streamers. Know your dope fiend. Watch your streamers.
I think it did it. It made it, chat. I made it all the way. It went all the way to 55. Now we have to go.
What'd you do? Did you make you made the thing work?
So now there should be honey in here. Is that right?
Should be.
Why is my hand like doing this right now?
Why is your hand doing that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do we know? Is there things in it? How do you know if there's things in it?
What do you mean? How do you
I
know
don't
there's
know.
things in it?
55. Yes, we have to go all the way to 55.
Pick it up. My IQ.
55.
My girlfriend's age.
55.
Early memes.
One at a time, ladies and gentlemen. One at a time.
Look at the bees. Look how cute they are. I have to give the unobtainium one legs. He didn't have any legs.
Oh wait, you're there you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it backfilled, though. See it?
Hear it?
Smell it?
Nothing funnier than a fart. Oh, I think Unobtainium B is done. I have to figure out how to make a fucking flower in Minecraft.
Ah. There it is. I think it works, chat.
They're in sync! Whoops, no they're not. Whoa! It's in sync! I'm very happy right now, you guys.
Yay! Look at him go! I love it.
Me too!
Oh, I love the NSYNC bees. They are fantastic.
Hey, hey! B, B, B! Sorry. That was really bad.
Yeah, that was kind of bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Are the shafts turning?
They are?
The shafts are turning.
Well, my shafts are turning. I don't know if Raj's are.
Ow.
This
Really
one
hard.
is, because it's stuck to the thing. This one has a block in between, so this one is not. Alright, now I have to land and figure out how to make a,
Ah! I'll make a what?
how to make a flower.
Flower.
A flower.
A flower. Floor.
A flower.
I gotta make a floor.
A flower.
Mechanical press is high stress impact. Watch out now. Yeah, we're actually almost there, dude.
Okay, Minecraft poppy pixel art.
Intriguing, yes. So that's gonna kink out, right? It's gonna get kinky. Things are gonna kink. That's happening.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's up, Max? Please, how you doing?
Hello. Well, that's a thing.
Been busy. Busy good. Busy's good, usually. So we have a honey tank, and we need to
Depends on
pull
who you
stuff
ask.
out. I feel like we're gonna have enough.
This is great, but like, I've got 16 colors. The skunk from Bambi, huh? Nice. Nice. Well, we have green and we have green. I don't really want to use any lime. I guess I could use 2 different flowers. We'll see how the poppy turns out first.
Poppies will put them to sleep.
Sleep.
That's where I'm a Viking.
Oh boy, sleep. We'll probably need more glue, that's for damn sure. That's a problem.
I wonder if we could do this.
What?
Time for spatial relations. If we do that, and then we do that. Okay. And then are we actually on a diagonal right here? Is that like a thing that like what? What?
What? Alright, listen. Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening. What's up?
We need a lot of wool.
Yo, let's go. Okay, so now what I think I want to do is to like symmetrically fake it.
You're gonna fake it, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mentioned this. All right, so
Yada yada yada.
we want, because that ain't gonna like each other. Those two are gonna fight. But if I do this, check this out. Symmetrically faking a chat. Oh, don't tell anybody. All right. All right.
Rush faked it.
Ah, okay. We're gonna die somehow. All right.
Did you fall in?
I think I fell in the vat.
Oh, that's right. We can make any die.
Watch out for that bell. It's a doozy. There you go. See? And I could go even one further to make this even more fakerific. And that's this.
The alchemy table's fucking useful, by the way. Oh, fuck. Well, we have a green one now. Guess what?
Guess what you clicked with? Are you playing with dice, Hermie, or clicking willy-nilly?
No! I don't know what you're talking about.
Watch this. Oh God. The hiding those crimes. Look at it. Boom. Wait for it. Oh, the deep symmetry. Does it make your brains just all like, oh?
This looks like some sort of weird creature, though.
Is it being powdered from that one or that one? Is it from A or B? It doesn't really matter because it looks like some. This looks like a. Was that near? What is that game called?
What?
The one with like. It's like a fantasy near
Automata?
Automata.
Near Automata?
Near Automata. This looks like a near Automata boss.
Onomatopoeia?
You just see it in Final Fantasy coming out and just like.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those.
You know.
What was that one? The one raid with all like the mecha bosses. It was totally like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Big old mecha boss. Neato and
Mecha's
cool.
at home going. He's a mecha boss. He's a mecha boss.
I'm going on break.
Okay.
I will be right back. That looks so good. It's coming
Hey,
together.
Silver.
It's coming together. I'm gonna grab a coffee and do the
Whoa.
thing.
He wishes. Said like a good sister. All right. Glue in the left hand. Here we go. I feel like Minecraft has a lot more colors to work with than I do. I don't really want to use like a lime on this either, you know? You love my giant bees. You know, we have to cheat to keep that in there if that's going to be actually on the thing. We're going to have to cheat this a little bit. Because they have to be attached to be on the windmill. It sounds crazy, I know, but here we are. I also love my giant bees, and thank you. And yes, New York City lights. I know, New York City lights. I love it. All right, let's get some red. I'm gonna use a couple pink blocks, but let's not go crazy, okay? Let's not go crazy. Again, Minecraft has a lot more colors to work with than I do. And that is a thing that we just have to deal with. We just have to deal with it. We're gonna make like a black dot here in the middle. We'll put another pink guy up here. It's not gonna look exactly like the Poppy we all know and love, but it should be close enough. Switch, jerk. New York City lights. And I'll put a couple pink blocks on top here. Keep an eye on our glue so we don't go nuts, you know. It's basically it. See what he looks like. Let's spin him around. It's so crazy. Well, since the bees have so many more blocks than the flower does, the bee is obviously going to spin faster because that's how create works. So, flowers for the back. I mean, a dandelion would be opposite, right? Or we could do cornflower. He's all right. Thank you. Sunflower around yellow thing. I kind of want I think the blue might be the best color. I could. It's a pretty much a pixel art. Like, that's what the Minecraft poppy looks like. So that's kind of what I'm going with. It's not like I'm creating this flower. Again, they have a lot more like shades of red. We don't have shades of red. We have red. We have 16 colors. So since it's basically a straight up pixel art, I think I'm gonna leave it. But I get what you're saying. I hope we don't need any actual torque coming out of those windmills because the flower one's just real slow. Yeah, but they're like, there probably is wool stairs in this pack. There's a lot of like random blocks. I don't know if they're gonna work with create. Now I'm kind of curious as to just see if they will. Let's try. Let's try for science. Let's try for science. It glued. Oh my god. I don't know if it actually, like... I don't know if it actually... It's like a chisels and bits thing, though, isn't it? I don't think it counts as blocks. I think it counts as blocks. It's like, when do I stop, though? That's the only thing about this. You're like, okay, when does it stop, though? It's like a chisels and bits problem. So you can use wool stairs, and they do glue properly to the create thing. No, it doesn't. That's the thing. I think I'm going to be like, this is a pixel art of Minecraft, and... we're gonna leave it, but it was an interesting test to see if it would attach to the create windmill thing, and it did. We have to start them up again now. I do wish we had more wool colors though for pixel art, of course. I'm thinking about a blue, maybe a cornflower, even though they look like blue blobs. Like, what other kind of... I don't... Just for, like, the opposite of... Well, that's not helpful. Minecraft flowers. What else are... There's, like, the Oxy Daisy. That one's alright. But the yellow, I kind of wanted to go with a different color, so we would have, like, more of a variance of colors on the top. I do like the Oxy Daisy, I do. We have the Azure Blue A. Azure Blue A. And that's like white too. That one's kind of boring. With tulips. The orange tulip or the pink tulip. I'm thinking cornflower. Even though I don't love the flower, I think it kind of looks like a blue blob. Not that that doesn't look like a red blob. I'll wait till Raj comes back to pop that pixel art. Come peep the poppy.
Come peep the poppy.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
You heard me. Now, I did a straight pixel art, and we had a... Ella suggested wool stairs, and they do actually work, and they do actually, like, glue to the windmill bearings.
Do you think that they, do they actually, like, provide...
Count as blocks? I
Right.
don't know. We'd have to make it a lot more to test it. And I did not do that. Yeah, the DZ is pretty big. It might not balance out as well. I think cornflower is going to give us the best, like, color variation. But the wool stairs do actually glue to the thing. But I decided it was a chisels and bits situation.
Oh,
And
yeah, I know what you mean.
I was never going to stop. I'm like, we're just going to do a straight Minecraft pixel art. And if you can go on main, I'm going to...
I'm on main.
Okay, awesome.
It looks amazing, Herms. It looks great.
Thank you! I wish I had more shades, but...
There's only 2 shades of red. There's 50 shades of gray, but only 2 shades of red. All right. Got back from getting Subway for dinner and had to get something to drink to go with it, so I got some num juice. All right.
Wait, nom juice or num juice? You know what I'm saying?
And the num juice.
Was it the vodka plus... What the hell did I drink the other night? It was like... I had some, like, weird San Pellegrino flavored bubbly water, and it mixed really well with vodka.
Bubbly bottle?
Mm-hmm.
The bubbly water. A bit of the bubbly. A hazy IPA.
I told myself I was hydrating myself today.
I'm hydrating. What are you talking about? I'm hydrating.
I was.
Now's the time of the build where you go and do the same thing again. All right, here we go. How many did we do? It's 2 above, right? Bank. Wait, what? There we go.
That wasn't very helpful.
I might need some more pipes.
Pipes. Well.
Pipes. Well, Raj run out of fuel. Oh, God. You're right. I'm down to 27 million. I should go suck all the power out of our system real quick, right?
This is what we do.
Is this the right level?
Dude, the cornflower's a little point of like purple. I know, I saw it, Ella. I'm like, I don't need an 8% White Claw. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm good. I'm good with like.
Listen,
White
my hangover
like,
is higher is good enough. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
You need to add more to my hangover. Thanks.
Has anybody tried the Bud Light sodas? I want to try the Bud Light soda flavored seltzers.
Soda flavored seltzers.
Yeah, that's what I want to try next. That's my next drink to try.
Bud Light. I have a feeling that is like. All right, hear me out.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I just like laid down the sleeping bag and it like broke. But then it was back in my inventory.
Minecraft? What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
I feel like a Bud Light, a Bud soda beverage like that.
It's shady as hell.
It's more like I'm gonna have to pee all night. You know? I feel like.
Anyway.
You know what I mean, though? Like
I do. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, you're not wrong at all.
Hey, chat. How are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys having a good Tuesday? Hopefully we're making everybody. If you're not having a good Tuesday, hopefully we're making it a little better for you.
Indeedy.
I'm hoping so. You guys are having a chill and awesome night.
Whoops.
How many fluid tanks did I actually use for this? I don't know how many we got, but I know how many we're gonna use. All right, so it's 2 blocks away from this. I'm mesmerized by the create stuff. I have to get in the create mod pack so I can figure all this mod out. It's so fun. Like, I love playing with this stuff. It looks super cool.
It does look super cool.
And there's so much potential for, like, very unique mechanical builds. And if you notice, like, every farm we're like, can we make it out of create? Do you think we can make it out of create? Because it just looks cool. And we're going to be using a bunch of stuff that I've never used before in this build, which is like the big storage crate. We're going to be using that too. You hate working outside
Balls.
anymore. I keep getting poison ivy scare. Oh, do you have a bad
Oh, no.
poison ivy like allergy?
I used to get it so bad when I was a kid. I am sympathetic. I understand.
Cred stick.
Hey.
And how'd you find that out, Hermie?
Well, I mean, I always had it when I was little. Like, our house was we had woods. Like, we had 3 acres. There was woods. There was like this big, like, out of Stephen King blackberry patch with a well in the middle.
Damn.
We had like a spring house and shit. There was horses on our property at one point. But like, I was always like outside in the woods, and I just always got poison ivy. And at my uncle's wedding, one of his like 5 weddings, one of my uncle's weddings, I was the flower
don't make
girl,
fun of the
and I had.
Mormons.
What would you say?
Don't make fun of the Mormons.
No. He would divorce them first and then get married again. It was a sequence, not a.
Not an addition.
Right. I know. That's why I make fun of the Mormons, because it hits home. But there's like, I'm in all the pictures and I just have like my face is like swollen red. It's just horrible. I haven't gotten it since, knock on wood. Unlike some people I know that you want to tell your thing about it?
Oh, how I know that I don't get poison ivy?
Yeah.
So one summer, it was like after high school sometime, one summer, me and my dad got a job. He was working as a teacher, so he was off summers. And he was like, dad, son kind of thing. And we got a job like on a farm, and we got to drive around. Barista preferred, he's always driving around those things. We got to drive all that shit around to mow the grass and all this kind of stuff. And it's this huge, like, massive acre property, and we're basically, landscaping it, right? Cutting the grass and all this stuff. So I went out, and there's a whole giant, like, rock pile. I was out there weed whacking like crazy in shorts and doing all this stuff. My dad goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "What? I'm cutting down all the shit."
To be fair, that's kind of your dad's natural state of saying things like, "What the hell are you doing?"
What the hell are you doing? And I look over there, and he goes, "That is all poison ivy." And I look down at my legs, and there are little tiny shreds and juices all over my legs. And I was like,
they were full of juices.
"Oh, that's probably not good."
Oh, that's from last night.
That's from last night, huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, long story short, didn't get any. None. Not a single piece of poison ivy. And if I don't get it from that, well, I think I'm good.
And you're basically swimming in it at that point.
Yeah. Would you like to swim in a little bit of poison ivy? No, I'm good, thanks. Now the question is, how much further do I have to go here? What? I'm so confused of like which block do I need to click on to make it go all of them? Was it that one? Like sometimes it placed more than one, and sometimes it's like, nah, dude. Is that the right levels? Is that the level right there? Yes.
Yeah.
Let's check Y level here. Y level 87. Were you shifting? What do you mean shifting? This is 80. Oh, this is 88. Not the 88.
Is it the crazy 88s?
I kind of feel like I want to add that level, though, just because it's cool. Bigger tanks, you know what I mean? Might as well go for the big tank. So I need like 9 for that side. Oh, no, we need more copper. Might as well charge my jetpack while I'm back.
Might as well.
Chat has been warning me. They've been warning me. If shift click was causing it, I don't think I was shift clicking, but maybe I was.
Did I glue myself to the ground again?
Hermie, stop that.
There's just glue everywhere. I'm just a messy person.
I'm just really messy.
Fun story about poison ivy. My cousin and his brother got it pretty bad. Him being a teenage boy at the time, you can imagine the places he might have gotten it. If you're wondering, he claims it was the best feeling jerk. How itchy would that fucking be? Oh my god. I cannot imagine the itchiness.
Hermie cam paused.
It did!
Yes, it did.
Oh no.
Oh no. You got poison eggs so bad as a kid. One time I was about 10. My head swelled a little bigger than a golf ball.
Holy
My
shit.
head swelled up a little bigger than a golf ball. Not the head on my shoulders either. I see what you mean.
Oh my god! You have a swollen penis?
You with a swollen penis, sir. Oh, God. I like how there's not one, but multiple poison penis references right now.
What the hell, man? We're trying to build over here.
Wait, what talking about?
Shit.
What is the dude show up?
Yeah. He's selling the mosquito larvas again. Oh, you better make your...
We're finally out of the dang planks. All right. Planks. Yes,
Solved.
Mr. Potter. We must have more planks.
Hair of bear?
Hair of bear?
Did your bear drop hair?
I don't know if he's a shedder or not. He's certainly a shredder on the nard, bruh. Shredding the nard, dude.
You can get it. You get a bear banner pattern. You can make it to use a frontiersman's cap. You can make a falconry glove out of it. Excuse me.
I sold my homing pigeon for the 8th time on eBay today.
If you brew it, you get knockback resistance with the strength potion.
Well.
Oh, well.
So many gasps I heard through the ether. Oh, boink. Nope. Yep. Bye power for the moment. Don't worry, guys. We're charging up. It costs 30,000 fee a second to hover, apparently.
Fee. Pretty big fee.
It's a half the fucking fee. Oh no, flying isn't free. It's got a hefty fucking fee. Takes a lot of effie to keep those Minecrafters in the air.
Very nice, Raj.
You're welcome. That's going to be the earworm of the day right
Very
there.
Nice.
Earworm of the day. By the way, speaking of earworms, I was talking about the drum stream, and I got a call, literally from my guitar player today. And guess what? That song that we recorded is releasing today.
Which one?
I Don't Belong is releasing today.
Wait, so that's not the one. So you're not going to be doing that for the drum stream then?
I could just play it for the drum stream, but
You
I don't
could
need
just
to
play it for the
re-record
drum-
it.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Right. I don't need to because we were going to do like a re-recording of it, but he's like, yo, let's go. Spotify? I need to ask him actually where he's releasing. I think it might be on Spotify.
Spotify.
My earworm of the day, welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
Did you see that? It was okay, so it's this Twitter thing that I retweeted. Let's go to Twitter over here.
Twitter.
Over here. Oh no. Okay, let's find it a better way.
Let's find it a better way.
Let's find it a better way. Okay, so it says worst Guns N' Roses cover ever, and there's a gate, and it says
Just put it on your main.
"Welcome to the garden." Okay, hold on. But I have to drag windows, and it's very annoying. So it says, "Welcome to the garden. Please respect the rules." Welcome to the garden. Please respect the rules.
That is actually would be a terrible cover.
But it's really funny.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the garden. Please respect the rules. Man, Guns N' Roses lost their edge.
That was a very rock and roll of you.
You like that quote? Is Ringo the best drummer in the band? Or is Ringo the best drummer in the world? Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the band. Why do the Beatles always have exactly the same... If you say that accent, like you know it's the Beatles.
Yes.
Ringo's not even the best drummer in the band. You know?
It was the way dudes from Liverpool talk back then, maybe.
I guess, yeah. Is that like a Liverpool thing? Is anybody's talk like that? Not even the best drummer in the band.
Not even the best drummer in the band. I need some shoots.
It's like I heard somebody talking today that they were like, yeah, I used to work on radio a bit. And all of a sudden, people are always talking like this. And I don't know why. Having conversations while people are talking about this, about the weather. It's like, just seems a little bit odd. It's not a Liverpool thing.
Well, what the hell is it then? Huh?
It's just a Beatles thing. They came up with their own accent. It takes so long to charge these damn jetpacks. I tell you
tough.
what, I can't even hover for this long. It's like 1-to-1. It's like charging power versus hover power 1-to-1. A hybridish thing? Possibly. We all live in a yellow submarine. The guys did ask a lot from Ringo, given all the styles and genres they explored. Ringo's a solid drummer. Like, if there is one person, drummer-wise, that I would describe as solid and also less is more is Ringo. Like, big time. Like, he's got a lot of, like, classic training, but nothing is... He always gets a little bit of a bum rap because when people talk about drummers, they start thinking about, like, Neil Peart, right? And they're like... And then you look at Ringo's fills versus, like, Neil Peart's drum solo, right? And you're going, yeah, it's a little less complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit. And so...
There's something to be said about that, though.
But the simplicity... And the more... I respect Ringo so much more later in, like, life and later in music career simply because you have the fucking Beatles, all right? Do you know what kind of egotistical personalities are writing these songs? Seriously. This is Paul McCartney over here. And to be efficient enough to support that on like a drumming role it'd be so hard. Like they would, oh my God, it would be, you'd have to have the right personality to do it. If you had 99% of drummers, like you put like somebody said like the best drummers in the world, you put them in the same scenario, that is a nightly band argument, all right? Like literally, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I can't even imagine, but that would be like
those massive egos just clashing all over the place.
All the time. Do we use tunnels? Tunnels or funnels? What's the difference between a tunnel and a funnel?
Tunnel and a funnel.
Create.
Which one are we doing? Which one? What's the difference between in the thing? Oh, the funnels. No, funnels are like onto or off of belt or into and out of things.
Okay, and the other B thing, we made belts. We made chutes down to belts, going into funnels.
Right, it goes into the thing.
Okay, so I will just need a little belt help, I guess.
I know. Could you imagine being in a band with John Lennon and Paul McCartney? Like.
I mean, back in the day, it probably wasn't as bad as it is since they became famous. You know what I mean?
I think they became famous pretty damn quick, though. You know?
I don't think so. I thought for years they played like, they did like tours in, you know, other European countries where they played like every night. Like there's a reason that they got so solid because they just played all the time.
Played all the time, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so he's also left-handed, so that's where he gets his
like
swing from.
Swing or his ambidexterity. I don't know.
No, I'll buy it. Like I'm not sure who's quoting that. I'm not sure exactly what's meant by the swing because he's left-handed, though. Yeah, I guess to me it would be like that has a unique sound and feel, maybe. But yeah, mad respect for that guy because if I was in that band, I would not have lasted. No, I've been in a band with two brothers and I barely can manage that shit. There are little arguments that they had every freaking day. Like, oh my God.
All day?
All day. Band practice room. Oh, syncopated. Okay.
That makes it sound really bad though. Like I don't want to. Syncopation means equal beats.
Syncopation, when it comes down to like drumming and stuff, means like off the beats. Means that like you will accentuate beats that are not the normal strong beats, like 1 and 3. You accentuate more of the and counts.
Okay.
More of a syncopation, which is like.
But that makes him sound bad though.
Why?
Because it makes it sound like he's just not as strong with his other hand, so he doesn't play on playing time. No, sir.
I can see what you're saying, but like in the drumming community, syncopation is like a kind of a big thing. Like people
I know,
like.
But as long as it's intentional, I suppose.
Looking at you over there, John Bonham. Oh my God, what the hell is that? I click once and it's like, yo, you have some more stuff. I hear the other hand can be pretty great. A foxtrot is considered syncopated.
Might be some smoke coming out because I can't conjure up a foxtrot off the top of my head.
Now I'm at 88. What's over here? 88. Is that
the crazy 88s?
Does it look the same to you?
Hold up. It's hard to say if this has a thing in the middle, but yeah.
I think that's right?
I think it is.
Hold on. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in the middle that are like big blocks, and then there's the small ones. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. All right. I think that's right. 1 and put and 1 and put and.
Are we foxtrotting?
Perhaps we're having a bit of a foxtrot day. Thank you, Cheyenne. Yeah, we are definitely a little short on the sub goal, and we did not hit it last night as well.
We did not.
So if you guys got that primes, you got that generosity in your hearts of helping out the old streamers, we would greatly appreciate it.
Don't call us the old streamers, Rush. Don't say it like that.
Okay, how should I say it then? Correct me then.
The awesome streamers.
If you'd like to help out your local awesome streamer.
There you go.
There you go.
Doesn't even have to be local. Just internet local.
True. I was just making adjective. I was putting adjective.
You did do that.
I did do that. And it was epic. And a 1 and a 2.
All right. I am... as far as the build goes, I'm ready to start placing shoots and bees.
Shoots and bees.
But I just don't have, like... I don't have them on the, there's not belts yet, which is fine.
Yeah, there are not belts yet.
Right.
I kind of need the spatial relation. How about we work on the spaces of bees, where they're going to go? They're little homes.
That's kind of where I was building from.
Okay. So I had a thought. You know how the one that's over there is a square?
Mm-hmm.
What if we did the front has a slight, like this kind of bevel of glass? So if you're, essentially what I was thinking is when you're walking in the bottom, you're not looking at the bottom of square boxes. You're seeing like diagonal glass panes.
So you want to do like stairs like that on the bottom?
Not stairs per se, just like glass, but in a diagonal pattern. So what I'm thinking is that when you're looking up in the factory, you see sort of like the bee cages and like the inside of it, not so much just the bottom of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
If that works for you. It's just an idea. You don't have to do that. I'll let you go with the directions though, like however you would like to build them.
The only problem is when you say diagonal glass, I'm gonna go to McCaw's.
The only problem with this though is like it's really these damn things, you can't see through them. They're just like lots of texture in it, you know?
Yeah, but that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking more of these things.
Which things? Oh, yeah, maybe those could kind of work. Yeah, maybe something like that. As long as, and here is the caveat: can the bees make it through that shit?
I know we'll have to test that
because
sure.
we can't have them going. We can't have them going to the other hives.
That's why I couldn't use the. That defeats the whole purpose of doing this to begin with. That's why I couldn't use the glass panes because they escaped the other one.
They can find the little corners and get the hell out of there.
That's right.
I feel like I want to get into a small like musical discussion when it comes down to syncopation, because I don't know that it's understood exactly what. I feel like it's one of those terms that gets used slightly improperly.
I feel like it gets used differently in different contexts.
Yes. I think the easiest way to describe it would be to break out the old paint. Here we go. Guys ready?
Uh-oh. We're painting.
So, if you have like a 4/4 measure, okay, there's two numbers here. For those who are not musically inclined, the top number is how many beats, and the bottom number is what kind of note gets the beat. In this case, this would be a quarter note. A quarter note looks like this. This is the most common practice, which is 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 time signature. Very simple. A lot of times when you do syncopation, what you are doing is, so quarter note is a value of time. It's not representative of it always being on beat. So what I mean by that is this. A lot of times on count 1, you could put an eighth note down, which eighth notes would be counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so what we're doing now is instead of the quarter note being on the 1, 2, 3, and 4, the quarter note becomes on the and count. So that quarter note then carries past the 2 to the next and count. And this would be a very common syncopated rhythm. We do and counts like this, and quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, and maybe an eighth note there, and then a quarter. So you have this thing where there's no obvious rest, but the counts for this are 1 and 4. So what you're doing is you're skipping over all of these strong downbeats here, and this pattern is known as syncopation. Now that's just within quarter notes and eighth notes, but you can also do that within 16th notes. You can also do that within 24th notes, 64th notes, 32nd notes, everything that you want to do. It's just that it's off the beats.
Off the downbeat, right?
Off the downbeats. And maybe a better way to put it is off of the expected beat. Like your mind constantly, like if people are tapping their foot to something, people understand where the beat is, you know? Syncopation is like you're going opposing to that. So there you go. Small,
and knowing is half the battle.
A small lessons in syncopation.
All right. So as far as where can I put my shoots?
Don't do the shoots first. Do the boxes first, please.
I don't know where to put my shoots. I don't know where to put my boxes if I don't know where to put the shoots.
Okay, you need to know the shoots first.
At least let me like, kind of like, okay, so if I would go up from here. At least to get like a perspective, you know what I mean? Like to get like an idea. Wait, so we're going about.
Okay,
all
right.
High?
So here's what I'll say because of the way that it's going to work. Okay, I'm with you now. I got you. This does make sense, and there's a few operational points. I see what you're asking.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where the shoots come down to. They're going to be 2 on the outside of each one. So it's going to be here and here.
Okay, so the shoots are going to be to the right then. Okay.
Or we could do it on the other side, but either it's 2 on like one side. Actually, it'd probably make a lot more sense to do it on the other side. So let's do 2 inside, 2 not outside. So that's the shoot. That's shoot 1. This will be shoot 2. But don't make the shoots yet. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
Because
you don't want to make me to make the shoots yet. That's fine.
Just where they go.
I'm just gonna mark them out then.
Yeah. So like that, and that, and then the same thing will be on for the symmetrical variety. Pete Best couldn't or didn't syncopate at all, so George Martin said get rid of him after the first recording session. He can't play off beat at all, only on beats. So there you go. There's the shoot. One thing, Herms, just before you get going, because I could see that there's a little bit of spacing things that might be a little different.
Yeah.
Let us not forget that this is a possibility as well when it comes down to shoots.
You can bend the shoots.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so you can do.
I got that.
And I almost like kind of want to a little bit to bend the shoots.
Okay. Well, we need to discuss that because like we need to plan them out now, and that's why we're doing it because I need to know where to build it to look right because I don't want to rebuild it.
I completely understand where you're at. All right, so wait, can you not?
Can you not? Particularly enthusiastic old ladies at church. Or the people that used to ask Raj's funk band if they could play, if they knew any waltzes. Do you know any waltzes?
Do you guys have any waltzes? All right, Herms, how do we feel about that being the end result? Okay. Just like that. And then up from this point is where the nests are.
I do not give a shit. I just want to know where to build them. You want to have them angled out? Fine.
You know? Are you feeling it, though?
Sure.
Like, so that's like the end of where the combs will come down.
And then we'll just go straight up from here.
Yep. And then we'll, yeah, right there.
Yeah, well,
and then
I'm
that's...
going to use dirt for now, then.
Yeah, that works. Just to mark them out.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think that's going to look pretty cool. This sounds similar to our opening at points.
So do you want to bend those to the right at all, or just keep them straight? Or bend them like outwardly at all?
I'm open to suggestions.
Tick right is awesome. Tick right is grand. Bend them like, you know, I've never seen
We're at
that
20.
maybe. What?
We're at 20.
Well, it's probably client, but
Yeah.
I just like when I click on it, like
Takes a minute.
it takes a second and then it clicks like 3 times and then I get a weird dirt pile.
Yeah, I've been there too, man. I think I like that, though. When the old ladies ask for waltzes when you play Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Witch's Crystal. We did have a band gig one time. This is the one that Hermie's referencing. It was a gig at a corporate center that the person who hired the band was like the one person who was like in her early 20s. And she came to our gigs all the time, and she loved our band. And I think something within their structure was like, you know a band, then yeah, you can get them for our gig. And we showed up there, and I'm not joking, like, she was in her 20s, and everybody else that worked there was like no younger than 60. And they're like, oh, this is not going to go well. Like, you could tell right away that, like, we're a funk band, right? Like, it was not it at all. And we played a whole bunch of stuff, and we did our best that we could. But at the end of the day, they kept coming up and be like, do you guys know any waltzes? Do you have to play so loud? That kind of stuff.
Remember that one bar that you had to play brushes?
That was a wedding.
No.
No, that's right. There was that one bar I had to play the brush. You're right. I remember that bar. And they still were like, you're too fucking loud. I'm like, why do you have a live drummer?
I'm playing with brushes. I can literally not be any quieter.
If I have one major pet peeve as a drummer, it's that. It's like, you do realize that that's a very different vibe just playing with brushes. You're worried about volume, not about style at all. You know? It's all about the volume of what you're playing, and it's like the style is not even considered. You know, one of those things that always annoyed the shit out of me.
I bet it did.
I'm just like, no, I can't play the Red Hot Chili Peppers Give It Away Now with brushes. It doesn't really hit the same way, if you know what I mean. Not the same.
If they knew what you meant, they wouldn't be there.
I know. But they're like, we don't care about that. We're trying to sell drinks.
Now that is 100% true.
Fine. You know. Anyway.
They're supposed to be a style thing.
I'm here to play good music.
Damn it.
We don't care about your music. We just want to sell the beverages. Excuse me, sir. I have to serve the beverages.
Excuse me, sir. I have to serve the beverages. Well, this might be over before it's done.
What? Wait, why can't I place that? What? What's the problem?
It's in my chute, or it's in my backpack. It's in my chutes or ladders.
It's in your chutes or ladders.
Oh, I think I did went the wrong way.
You totally thought
Found
brushes
my-
were only a style thing? You'd be surprised that people are like, So you have implements that can make the drummer quieter? Hey, use those. And you're like, no, that's not the same vibe at all. Wrong.
Do you even know what drummers do?
No. And I've actually heard one of the most offensive things I've ever been told. I won't say who, because it's a thing. But I was told that drums don't need to have feel, they just need to be in time. And I was like, from a musician said that. And they said it's super not important. I'm like,
unquote.
And I'll be honest, the as soon as I heard that, I was like, man, like if that's really your thought process behind it, I really doubt your musicianship. Yeah, no, exactly. That was from a musician. Yeah, there's a plexiglass thing, and that's a good way to do it because you don't get that direct hit of like all the impact. Yeah.
Was that also church?
Church is a very classic one.
I know. I'm like, the church has that.
Right, but it's from a musician. That's what gets me. I'm like, you should know better. You know, like, you should know better. So I guess they don't like music then.
Please place like stairs. I'm already done with the macaws. Like that seemed like a good idea. It doesn't matter where I place them.
Hermie,
it goes the same way.
Tell me more.
Every time.
Tell me more. Yes.
Every time.
I know. I know more than you, Accent. Do you question my ability to drum? He says, for he's truly better than you. Do you question my ability to drum? It was more of like this. It was like, it doesn't matter how you play. It's about the sound that comes out of it. And about the rhythm, not about the technique or about the feel of it. It's just that it's like, it's better if every single drum note is exactly the same volume and in exact time like a metronome. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Hire a metronome then. Exactly. Don't hire a drummer. Hey, can you drum, but can you drum in a way that sounds exactly like I sequenced it? No. And if you want that sound, sequence it.
Sequence it, right? Use the calypso beat on the old Casio organ.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
You use that then. And if you think that's what makes good, then but it was the way that it was said that was like, I just absolutely just
you just lost it. You just went right off him.
I didn't go off. No, I've learned in my old age.
That's not what I meant. I meant you just lost a little respect there.
Oh yeah, no, I 100%. I'm like, so you're not a musician.
Okay, we're gonna use something different for this. I am already pissed off. The macaw's roofs.
You
nope.
That
nope.
Was
no.
It has never been the easiest thing to do, right? The hour spent on the old Casio. It is cringe, and it's from somebody who's in music to create music as a musician. I was just like, that is so offensive. Like,
I would be better off placing actual glass stairs.
Maybe do that then.
I'm going to.
Where there's not, it's the placement. Yeah?
I couldn't get it to go the way I wanted it to go.
Early 80s was the musical gateway drug.
Oh, yeah, the Casio, yeah.
I have to admit that I've been through, and I'm going to use this in like quotation marks, and I've worked with a lot of musicians over the years. And what I've learned is that there's a lot of people that treat art in this sort of, there needs to be a criteria to be met in order for it to be art. And this goes true for like the musician phase too. So people will be like, if it doesn't have this, then it's not music. It needs to have this, then it's not good music. If it has this, it's bad music. If it has this, and I'm like, none of that really matters, because at the end of the day, you're listening to the song and nobody cares about the intricacies of like why when they're just heard the song for the first time, or like just the stupid like, oh, by the way, I picked up a cowbell sound that I picked up from this kind of thing, and it's like this sort of thing, and I got it originally from this guy that was over there. That's a great behind the scenes story, but you don't preface songs like that. Be like, this song features a cowbell. Unless you like Don't Fear the Reaper, right? Then you can.
I mean, some people really like Don't Fear the Reaper.
I'm not saying anything against it, but it's just like going through every song saying that needs to be a criteria for it to be good music.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're not. And then what happens is like there's this thing that like the criteria overshadows their ears. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, it didn't meet the criteria, so it doesn't matter what it sounds like. And it's like, no, that's totally the point, right? Does it sound good at the end of the day?
Does it sound good?
Does it sound good? And I think a lot of people miss that super sounding, simple step. Hey, that's great, all that extra cool things that you're doing, but does it sound good? Oh, we didn't think about that part. That's not what we were talking about.
Is that a big deal?
Is that a big deal? Should it sound good when we do it? And the same thing goes for drums. It's just like, does it feel good? And you know how you can tell if you got a good drummer or not? Just look at the dance floor. If the dance floor is empty, you don't got a good drummer. If the dance floor's up and grooving, you got a good drummer. That's easy. Simple. Here to make your booty shake, baby. Music is another form of art. Whether you like it or not, it's subjective, of course. And you could hate something that is technically good. I happen to have researched in that timing thing because I wanted to understand why people believe a MIDI-controlled instrument playing from the score can never play as good as a human. It seems that what people consider music better, more alive, if there are minimal, non-predictable timing inaccuracies. Yes, that's exactly right. Meanwhile, I forgot the details, but the time it seemed to me that they acknowledged that a MIDI-controlled instrument can play even more alive than a lot of human musicians. I disagree with that completely, Mocktrella, as a drummer. And I'll tell you what specifically I've trained for, and we're going into very specific stuff now, but it's not something that I would ever do in terms of like what I just talked about with like prefacing the song. But there is a very specific way to say like a blues track that you could play directly on the beat, or you can have like one a little bit ahead or one a little bit behind, and those little aheads and behinds, you could try to scientifically math it out, but the truth is there's a feel, and every single individual drummer or musician will have a different feel to that. And blues is a very classic one where you actually hit the 4 slightly later and then propel into the 1. And if you have a good band that can like feel together and to work together, you can all kind of drag that 4 just a little bit and then propel into the 1. Dun 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 dun. And that's like gets a little bit of a little ebb and flow and that kind of a groove to it. And you can take the same piece of music, put it with 2 different individuals, and have a completely different but very valid feel. And you can change that throughout the song depending on what feel you want to go for. And if you're trying to code that, it's just way better to have somebody who knows how to implement that feel than it is to try to mathematically sort it out at the end of the day. Because you're never going to get there. Never going to get those minute intricacies that really create individual musicianship. For those little in front of the beats and behind the beats stuff. You can get close, though. I know you can get close. My truth came after Mocktrella, but that wasn't it. I know what you mean. So I will appreciate the research of going into doing that kind of stuff, the minimal, non-predictable timing inaccuracies. So algorithmically doing it, when it says unpredictable timing inaccuracies, that is brain breaking it down. That's not ears breaking it down. Does that make sense? And the timing inaccuracies are not there by human flaw. They're there by human feel. Does that make sense? You do realize, though, that we are listening to, like, synthwave radio right now, too, right?
We are totally listening to synthwave radio right now.
Like, there's not one end-all, be-all. And I guess it's the kind of the long and short point of it. I've heard singers talk about that, too, even when reviewing performances. Having something a bit flat or sharp usually contributes to great emotional impact of a song. You definitely can.
There's a lot. There's so many things you can do.
And there's the ones that... this is one of the situations where I think Intention is 90% of the game. If you do it accidentally,
I was gifted these pickles.
There are musicians, and then there are virgins, although they prefer to go by the name Weezer.
Zing!
we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Thank you very much, Scarlett. I really appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Scarlett.
You bring in pajamas, check out the Adam Rupp from the acapella group Home Free. He is their vocal percussionist, aka beatboxer. He sounds like a real drum kit. Nice, dude. I respect all forms, though. Like, it's totally cool. Synth music, sequence music, makes a lot of sense. I didn't even mean the inaccuracy as a flaw. No, I know what you mean. There might be a better word, maybe a variation from the scores notating timing. Yes, I'm totally with you. And you can get very close with the MIDI stuff. I guess what I'm saying is that the method for where you achieve that from a sequencing standpoint is very different than the method you get to it from a human player standpoint. You can replicate it, but you're replicating something that, in my personal opinion, should be left to the human. Do you know what I mean? Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
absolutely. I mean, I don't. Yeah, people will try to AI that at some point, and it will happen.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
And they'll get close, and
I'm gonna be taking my break. I have a first prototype of a clear bottom B
prototype
box.
A basic unit case. Let's
Yep,
see.
That's the one.
Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
the
cool.
front, it's as clear as possible.
Well, the only thing I might say is, can we do that with not clear glass? Maybe
We'll see.
just something that has a little less stark edges.
I feel like I understand we do this every single time.
I know.
But I feel like as soon as you start tinting it, the less you're gonna be able to see.
Wait. There's connected texture glass in the pack. I don't think it'll
Does
work
it
for the
do
stairs.
stairs?
I don't think it does stairs, though. The fact that you can replicate things doesn't exactly mean it's art. That is one of the truest statements ever right there. Replicating does not make you an artist. It makes you really good at karaoke.
I'm gonna put my thing in the charger.
That bombshell right there. Thank you, Shine. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we are a bit short on the sub build today. If we got any last minute supporters there, we wonderful. We appreciate the hell out of you. Not even quite last minute. Yeah, it's true.
All right, BRB.
We're not last minute. Now, what did we do on this for the gears? Okay, so we did gears on the side. Just because you are brave and put a different fill in your version of Africa does not make it good. Could you imagine playing Phil Collins in the air tonight and not playing the right? Like, and you'd be like, nah, I just went and did my own fill for it. The boos that you would hear would be heard from all over the world. You would never get away from the boos. Yeah, what's up, Mojo Chain? How you doing? I find it hilarious that the bees are bugging the fuck out. Pun intended. They're bugging the fuck. Oh, no. That one. There we go. The fake human MIDI, basically the same nonsense, like how humans fall in love with androids or in fully fictional visualizations or remotely human-looking things. 100% dead, but people don't see how it's dead it is. And in a market economy, dead falses seem to win over real stuff. Yeah, because you have that... you have the one advantage from a marketing standpoint that you don't have, like, human in the air tonight without that drum feel. I know. That's what I'm saying, Chucko, right? If you don't play that drum fill in the air tonight, you would be crucified. I know, right, Last Sniper? So now we're getting into a different discussion. It's less about music and more about business. And the truth is it's much easier to control a MIDI controller and do accurate and predictable outcome consistently without having to deal with a human, which is better and easier for business. Phil can no longer do concerts because his health. He's got to be getting pretty old, though, right? Phil Collins has got to be up there in the ages. That being said, did we just talk about this? Like, all these old bands and like, hey, they're going back on tour, and we're like, they're still alive? Holy shit. Spin me right round, baby, right round. And then we have to do this one out. Then that one connects to that one. A little fakery right there. Oh, he collapsed on stage last year. Damn. They're probably cheaper than humans. Eyes, soapbox. Yeah. Yep. It's kind of like that. It kind of be like that, though. And that's unfortunately the reality of the situation. So I guess the question that I have for you then, it's like, I will pose this question to you then. If you can recreate it and have it be driven by algorithmic AI, is it still like music and art? You know what I'm saying? Where's the line? Because there's still artistry to doing the sequencing and the AI. That's an artistry to it. I wouldn't call it maybe necessarily musicianship artistry, but is it art? Is it music? Chester Thompson took over for drummer for Phil Collins when he stopped playing so much. Chester was one of Frank's episodes. Yeah, Chester was amazing too. He said the first thing Phil wanted to hear from him was the drum intro to Frank Zappa's Montana, one of Phil's favorites. I do love me a good backstory from Phil Collins and stuff. That dude has worked with so many people. Depends if you're sequencing it yourself or relying on the computer to fill it for you. I guess that's true. We have to have a line some point to be like that's no longer, you know. Now let me rephrase that. Rather than calling it art, let's call it music, right? Because there's artistry in code. A lot of coders will probably agree to that. There's a lot of artistry in coding. There's a lot of artistry in creating those algorithms. That does take a lot of mind power and creativity in its own right. So I would say that there's an art to that. Is the output product of that art considered like music, I guess? I would say yes, it is art, but the medium in which the art is made could be considered AI itself, like using the AI as paintbrush, but it also depends on how sentient the AI is. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of like a weird sort of like fine line, right? Where do you put it? All right, I think... Is everything spinning? Okay, now we just got to test our things. We have to make sure that everything's in the right place. All these dudes right here. Frank. All right, that's going that way. That is going that way. This one is not going that way, so we need to make sure that it's going this way. Okay, and then... yeah. Nope. Well, that one needs to be changed. That one's good. 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 And not good. Alright, so there we go. So that's all of them there. We have our two things. How about we doing over here? We didn't test this one, actually. That one's going the right way. That one's going the wrong way. We don't want that one. That one's going the right way. And this is the one that we did test. Alright, cool. Andesite funnels! Time to click on shit that I shouldn't. I think I put them back in the system. I'm trying to be careful about how I say these things too, mainly because in my soul of souls, I feel like it shouldn't be restricted to. It should never be restricted to like what one person considers it to be. I feel like part of the art and part of the music is that you have the absolute freedom of creativity. And as soon as you take away and put like, oh, that's not because of, right? That's when That's when you get in that trouble spot. Yo, Wingless Bird, what's up, dude? That's my opinion. Like, we don't have... I have my opinions on, like, various things, but at the same time, just because I don't like, or just because does not make it, should not be a stifle for creativity. Feel creative in all things. It's so hugely nebulous and difficult. I know it is. It really is. Just because you can't stand pop doesn't mean there aren't real artists. Here's the secret about pop. I kind of like pop music. Guilty pleasure. I know. But the reality is, a lot of times, not always, but there are artists behind the talent. So the folks that are doing, now they're great singers or great dancers or great performers, but they have people writing their stuff. There are producers behind the scenes that are doing all of the crazy stuff. Creative in all things except bookkeeping. That's a great one. Please don't be creative. No creative bookkeeping, please. You're at a question what art really is. You must be prepared for someone to respond with not this shit. That's for sure. Right. You're always going to have the, eye of the beholder. And I think what's an important thing to remember, and I try to keep this in mind all the time, and it's taken me literally years to get to this point, is that just because that piece or that song or that piece of statue, a painting, whatever it is, doesn't speak to me, does not negate its value to, if it means something to somebody else, that's 100% respectable, and there's nothing that you could say be like, you shouldn't feel that way about that piece. It shouldn't speak to you that way because there's an influence and there's a thing that it should be over there, and you shouldn't think about it that way. Nah, that's not how it works at all. Somebody looked at it and be like, that blue spoke to me and reminded me of my childhood or something like that, and you're going, no, that shouldn't remind you of your childhood. Yeah, no, see, you can't look at that and be remembrance of something that you thought of fondly, or a memory or an emotion that you had, and you go, trying to convince somebody that they shouldn't make that connection while being inspired by something is dumb, right? You can't ever do that. And everything speaks to somebody differently. And I completely agree with Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is awesome. She is definitely a national treasure, 100%. Your art is a commentary on that all art sucks. I'll give you an example of where I personally draw my lines, and it comes back to a story of I had my bass player and his brother was literally the person that draws. He's the artist for Supergirl, I think, and he's like the first person to work for DC and Marvel simultaneously. And they went to an art show in LA, an art installation. And on the art show, they had two pieces of art from this brand new, shock artist on the art scene. And the first piece that was in there was a picture of, on the entirety of the wall, like 3-story wall, hundreds of feet long, was a picture of them bent over naked, spreading their ass cheeks. And then the second piece was a Darth Vader helmet spray painted gold. Okay? That's it. Those are the only two installations on this piece. And what they said to me really resonated is, he said, all of those things are fine. Everybody has their own, take on art and different things. He said the problem that I had with it is it sounds like a shitty picture, right? Is that in front of both these pieces was a 6-page book explaining why it's art. And it's not the installation or the art or the picture itself or even what that is. It's that you have to explain it for it to be. If you have to explain it for it to be art, then you take away the viewers, the listeners' ability to make their own connections and to make that connecting point of whatever it says to them, right? And if you have to explain it in that way, then it fails to be art. And I was like, okay, I'm on board with this explanation. It was a shitty picture. Ezra Miller from the Flash Justice League just got arrested for the second time in just as many weeks. What are you doing? What's you doing? All right. Is Honey going to make it? Oh, make it, Honey. Make it. Oh, yes. Let's go. All right. Test them all. Here we go. Time to... Gotta test them all. Aggravated assault. Oh, shit. That's not good. Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Hell yeah. Cheers to that. All right. Is that one going to make it too? Are you going to make it, honey? Ooh, I'm probably going to need a trash can at some point on this, though, aren't I? Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Shine. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we are definitely a lot on the go today. Yeah, how am I going to do a trash can? Is there a way to prioritize with pipes? Like closest first? Yeah, very much of the you don't shove the dogma down your throat. Yeah, you don't want any dogma in your throat. Mechanical pipes govern the flow that are attracting things. Yo, SimWorld with the 12. Let's go. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. What? All right, that's it. All right, that'll shut him up. SimWorld dropping in 14 subs. Thank you so much. You got Acrylic in there as well. Nice. Who else we got? You got Reveille in there. You know who Reveille is, right? Sean's in there as well. Thank you very much. And that's the goal. Let's get some claps in the chat. Sub, heart, sub. Thank you very much, SimWorld. Really do appreciate that. I've been going through hell with Create recently. I've been playing E6E and has really been pushing my Create imagination. That's good, though. At least I personally. Hey, Death Star, you got one too. Nice, dude. Now, let me replay this. Let me calm. I was too enthralled with the subscriptions that were going on. We need to ponder again. Is there a priority of the govern the flow of their attached pipe networks? Got it. Give her a little spin. Their arrow indicates the direction of the flow. The network behind is now pulling fluids. Got it. While the network is in front, transferring is reversing the input direction will do the flow. Okay. Yeah, okay. What about use a wrench to reverse? Okay, yeah. We don't have priority, though. You should probably have read the small pamphlet at the entrance, which explains that 2 books are part of a performance component of the exhibition where some members of the audience participate to expose their non-understanding of the artist's work. That is fantastic, Mark Trello. That's fantastic. It's all how you frame it, right? It's all how you frame it. That's pretty wild. Get that RGB. Hell yeah. Back to the Death Star. You got yourself an RGB there. To some extent, art is defined by its context. Think of the artist's shit thing or Warhol's prints of soup labels. Any context other than gallery, it's probably not. No, 100% agree with you on context of it. I think the line that they were talking about, and I sort of agree with, is when you have to... You can allow somebody to experience it within context and leave it there. You have context to some extent, and it's in a gallery, but let people derive what they want from the art. don't explain what they should derive from the art. I think it's an important step to say. The books weren't explaining why it's art. They're telling you what you should get from seeing this. And I think that's the important bit, is that this is how you should feel when seeing this art. This is how you should derive what you should derive from seeing this art. When you're defining and like pushing that almost like agenda to somebody, then you're taking it away from the experience of it. But yeah, I agree, 100%. You dislike Nicki Minaj for the simple fact of what her type of music was, while at the same time doing kids' music stuff for Nickelodeon? I can assure you that art is whatever I perceive as art, and it doesn't matter what anybody else agrees. Spoken like a true artist right there. I don't care what you think about it. I like it. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, let's get back to this and see if we can figure out exactly how we can prioritize the pipe networks that trash can is the last thing it goes to. How can we do that? Can we prioritize trash can being last? Let's look at create and see if there's anything that we could do Felta-wise. Oh, can we do... Wait a minute. Are we redstoning?
I'm back.
Welcome back, Army. We're in an art discussion now. What is art?
Oh my god.
Like, it started off with us saying...
So, the music thing.
Right, we start with the music thing, and if something is sequenced and it becomes AI created, is that still considered, like, music? Even though the creation of the AI is an art form, is the product an art form, you know? Kind of weird, right? Like, it's a hard one to define. But now we're into, like, letting people be inspired and to have a piece speak to them in whatever way that is.
Oh, absolutely.
And to them, it's art. But having to being told what you should derive from it is a bad one.
Well, absolutely. I agree with that.
No, you shouldn't derive that. Oh, the Nixie tubes are cool. When powered by redstone, Nixie tubes will display the redstone signal strength.
Did I say thanks for the welcome backs, everybody?
Maybe.
If I didn't, thanks for the welcome backs, everybody. And hi, Wingless. I feel like I said that in my head, and I don't know if I said it out loud. Does that ever happen?
Hermie, you're gonna love this.
Well, we're just talking about art. You're gonna tell me what I'm gonna love?
Fine, don't look at it then.
Okay, I won't.
I think you're gonna love this. Nixie tubes are gonna change your life.
Do you really think they're gonna change my life?
I think you're gonna change your life.
My goodness.
Okay, you ready?
It's a Minecraft block.
It's gonna change your whole life.
My whole life.
You're gonna look at everything differently.
My God.
Cooking also an art form. 100% agree with that.
Sure.
Should I have an anvil down here? Oh, we did hit the sub goal. Yes, we did.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Simworld was like, yo, hold my beer.
Thanks, Simworld. That was awesome of you. All right, connected glass looking the same as regular glass. Hot glass looks the same as cold glass and connected glass.
Given historical context can be very helpful in approaching a piece of art, especially if it lost certain context, special social attributes that would have been very important. Completely agree with that too.
Fair enough.
Context is important. Come down here, Hermie.
Huh?
Come down here. To the front of the base.
Can I please finish my thought?
Yes. Bee homes for the bees. Hey.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
Are we outside?
Out front.
my god. I do love them.
I thought you would love these.
You're right, I do. Bees, dude.
Bees, dude.
They're gonna sit right there and say that, right?
Sure, we can do whatever we want with them.
Bees, dude.
Bees, dude. But if you look at it backwards, it goes, a dud seed. A dud seed? Edud seed.
Edud seed?
I think it's crazy that it actually, like, these are actual letters this way. Dun, dun, dun. Right?
That is weird. Bees, dude.
Bees, dude. Holy shit, dude.
You have a crazy high voice.
Oh. Oh, you clever bastard.
I like how it has the reverse drop shadow on the back.
No, check it out. So you know we're talking about clever transitions. All right, look at the E right here. Right, the E's facing this way. All the lines are going like that. Then you go to the other side. The E's facing that way.
Yep.
So like at the moment, it becomes a straight line as the transition point.
Yep.
Wow, that's clever. Bees, dude. That's clever.
I like it a lot. Glass stairs. But we don't connect to glass stairs. Just glass stairs.
How does it know? How does it know?
How does it know?
I'm like,
They're not gonna know.
I'm like, damn.
And that's a pretty neat thing. Bees, dude.
Bees, dude. Holy shit, the bees, dude. Whatever the TikTok is anyway, I'll get enough heebie-jeebies from YouTube and its weird algorithm. I dropped Facebook about 6 years ago and just wish I was allowed to log in to delete it fully. Yeah, Facebook is a little slightly intrusive.
Oh, it's what?
Slightly intrusive?
Oh, no. Connecting orange stained glass.
Okay. I think the definition of art has diminished. Someone duct taping a banana to a wall is something incredibly profound. It's a college party that went stupid. And that's like the only way. That's where, you know, you have to have some context. And that's where it gets a little, that's where the lines start blurring together, right? You go, all right, so how much context do you need to provide for this to be art versus like, that's a mess.
But then if you have to explain it, then is it art?
I think that's the point that I was getting at, right? Is if you have to explain it, it's okay to have context for art. Like this painting was held in this national historical church from the 6th to the 10th century, you know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was one of the favorites of Archbishop, you know, all whatever that kind of stuff. It's just like context of like the historical accuracy of it.
Sure.
It's the difference between that and saying this piece should make you feel, right? And they start defining it like you should feel this way with it. Then I'm like, no.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm out.
I mean, obviously we've had a lot of discussions about this stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously, Raj and I already know how you feel about these things.
Mm-hmm. You feel like a 14 or 16 segment Numatron tubes would be more convincing than Leonard Nixie tubes for those, to be honest. They're still cool. It's cool.
You're just going to say words, and I don't know those words, and you're just going to be like, you're going to Numatron something, and it's going to be like, all right, but I don't know what those are.
Well, artist, how do you feel about these nuts?
I feel like comedy is an art because there's a certain... Everybody has that certain little button that really, like, everybody has their, like, show or couple of shows. They're like, these guys get me. You know what I mean? Everybody has that, like, those, like, and it's just... I feel like comedy is an art. I almost feel like it's a high art because I just have I have a lot of respect for people who do comedy well. Comedy is definitely an art. Yeah, completely agree with that. And I also consider like comedy writing, you know, on TV. Oh my God, I overdid it. But on to your point, is an art subjective to the viewer? Yeah, basically, if you think it's art, then it is. Yeah, that's kind of like it's self-proclaiming, you know. Yeah, in a way. And now, like we can have discussions about whether we think what you think is art, right? But in the end, if you're appreciating it, that's really all that matters. Yeah. And if you're driving some sort of, you know, something from it, right? Computers are a work of art. Exactly. Coding is a piece of art. All these things. Oh, coding definitely can be. There's art to it all. I'll be right back. You're gonna wake up Mini Raj. What coding is art? He's gonna come down here and have a little debate with us. And with the debate meaning you can't get a word in edgewise. Don't know where he gets it. Alright, I have too many blocks that I'm only kind of sure what I'm doing with them. Your life is art brings a tear to your And that's why Chucko, I know, I see what you're saying. That was completely wrong. All the places I just placed those blocks was just really fucking wrong. Sorry, guys. That's why I think, for me as a human, especially recently, I don't know if this is getting old or what, but I feel like, do I want another row of those orange stairs? I'm not even 100% sure about the orange stairs. I've become acutely aware of how many things are competing for my attention at all times. I'm starting to become very fucking picky about what gets it. And I don't know, like, I don't know if that's a wisdom of old age. I don't know if it's being the fucking crankiness of old age. I don't know. But I know that there's a lot of things competing that want my attention, and there's not very many things that are going to be successful. Stairs fell through. We have the same problem that we always do, that clear stairs that aren't connected have way too many lines and they break it up. The lines are too stark. So I'm going to try some differently, like we use light gray and we use light blue a lot to alleviate that. We're going to try some orange because it's going to match what's going on. I don't know, that's kind of cool, but I feel like we need more orange elsewhere. Like maybe like all right, let's try something up here. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see how much energy we can waste. Let's waste all this glass and make it all connected glass. Yes. I know what you're saying about the honey blocks. I get it. The thing about what I'm doing here is the whole thing that Raj's first idea was, like, you want to see the bees from the floor, right? You come in here and you want to look up and see the bees, and the honey blocks are only translucent, so they're kind of hard to see. But like, I totally get what you're saying there.
The honey blocks. Thanks for welcome back. Appreciate it.
WB.
Thank you very much. All right, back to the task at hand.
When did you turn into Elvis?
Well, thank you very much. I'm a quaaludes. The bee is winning.
So
see, I like that though. I like that. That's looking
I
good.
have a work friend, Raj, that we trade like grilling recipes, and I was like, "Oh, check this out," because it was like our grilling videos. Mm-hmm. And
check out the brisket one.
I think now I have to send it over.
Okay.
I think now the problem is that now it's like, here, it's send YouTube video time. So now I've been getting like all these like random old songs. And what else did he send over? Like Tiny Elvis, like the old, do you remember the old like Tiny Elvis sketches from? It was really old SNL, not really old, but it was like Nicolas Cage. It was like Tiny Elvis. I'm not hating that. It's weird, but I think a bunch of them would look cool.
Are they gonna touch, or are they gonna have like a space in between? I'm not sure how that.
I'm not sure either.
I think there will be if we do like some sort of like maybe like like one of these that looks like they're sort of like bound together, like this between them or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, that could be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I like that idea.
I think it could be neat.
Well, then we have to stick it to the wall, then, don't we?
Yeah, we'll do something with that. Yeah.
I like this. From the side, it looks like an arrow, kind of.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like arrows of bees.
That's neat. We could even alternate, like orange and yellow, maybe.
Oh yeah, we could do colors with this, right?
Yeah. Oh, we can do colors that correspond to what kind of.
Oh,
bees
there
are
it is.
inside.
That's the idea. That's it. I love
Because
it.
you were talking about doing colors on the floor, and we can do it this way.
I love it.
I love it too. Oh my gosh, I sent Skinner Bees. I sent Skinner Bees like a TikTok about there was soap that I think would be good for skin. And I was like, do you want to try some of this soap? And she's like, I'd be interested to see what it tastes like. And I'm like, no, you're not supposed to eat it. She's like, I meant smells.
Please don't eat it.
Stop eating the soap.
Bee. Oh my God, I got struggled on that one hard. King of Aces. Big bee brain time. Big B connector, new BBC.
There's too. Whoa. Hey. There are too many. There are too many B words. That's too much alliteration.
Bees, dude.
Bees, dude.
Bees, dude. All right, we gotta test them all. Gotta test them all.
Oh my God, you are fucking relentless.
What was my farts? Sorry.
No, look.
All right. Oh my God. What you buying?
Relentless. Khajiit has wares. He's relentless. He's like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, they killed me when I was on the ground. I'm going to try spawning up top. They'll totally want it this time. I feel a little bad now.
Do you, though?
Mrs. Bilfilch's LinkedIn is one of the most farmed, one of the most, like, sell your data websites that has ever existed in the history of time.
LinkedIn?
Yes. LinkedIn.
I would like to sell you your data.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I've been trying to reach you about your llama's extended warranty. It's expired.
That's right. Ooh, thanks for the lead vendor. Words that start with B are bountiful and beautifully.
I literally have
I hit
5
enter
elites.
and the joke is ruined.
Oh.
No, not the ruined joke.
I have 5 elites in my backpack just from those guys spawning.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. It's time for the full test Monty. Oh, and a fart.
I mean, it's always time for that, isn't it?
It kind of is, yeah.
I'm
All right, here we go.
fan of these.
Will they all work?
Windmills up here. Such a fan.
Cue triumphant 80s song.
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye. It's more than 8 seconds. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-bum.
All right,
Eye of
that's
the tiger.
Eye of the tiger. I could see a way to get 2 beehives per mixer. Yeah, you could probably do more than 2.
I think that it'll back up.
It will as well. And she's right. You know, we already did test that part.
Like these, when we get the max productivities in there. Tiger. When you put the max productivity bees in there, it backs up with a create mixer.
Rar.
I just invoked financial doom. What?
Wait, what happened?
What? It's funny when I get this spam call saying you're paying too much for car insurance. I do not have a car, so I'm paying $0 for car insurance. They're willing to pay me for car insurance, but I would consider it.
Okay, you win. That's good.
I heard I'm paying too much for car insurance, so consider I'm paying $0 right now. You know.
Are you gonna give me money then?
Yeah.
Is that how this is working?
How do I claim my car insurance money? That did not work.
I heard a squish.
I know. I tried to use my ender slime and it just squished and didn't help me.
I heard a squish.
You did.
Oh, I wish I hadn't heard that squish. I got some good news. It's working. This is working. This is working.
Every time I update a game, it has another big update. I just want to try it. That's like Mini Raj has this little friend who comes over sometimes, and they just want to like play the PlayStation 4, and every time they like turn it on, there's an update.
Yeah.
Because like that's the only time anybody plays it.
Yeah, I know. We haven't been PS4ing too much.
No, we haven't been PS4ing too much. It was very funny though. Because I didn't end up buying the Skywalker Saga yet.
Yet is right.
I had to pay for a prom dress, okay?
I know.
I'm gonna start crying. I have to stop. I literally wrote Skinner Bees' graduation on the calendar last night, and I got
I know, dude.
a little choked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Car's extended warranty. What a dumb thing that is, isn't it? Those stupid calls. Does anybody like actually? I guess somebody has to, right?
Somebody has to.
Because otherwise they would stop if it never worked.
I don't think so, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't even know, you guys. I don't even know.
Boom, boom.
All right, so what my plan is for now is I'll sketch out the bee boxes, but I probably won't put any more stairs on them until we get them actually in there.
Ah, so you know which ones are going in.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you.
That'll I think be the thing that I do.
All right, now we're gonna get our belts going. Our input belts. Ugh.
Our PS2 has the modem King of Aces, I'll have you know.
Oh yeah, it does.
We used to play Final Fantasy 11 on that shit.
Hell yeah. Actually, the reason we got the modem was for Final Fantasy 11 on that shit.
True. We got the big hard drive too.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that the Xbox? Fuck, now I can't remember.
No, it's a hard drive modem thing on the back.
Was it a combo thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
So many belts and gears, it's going to be amazing. All right, so this one goes here, and then this one goes there. No. If we solve the Windows Update problem, just never connect to the internet. Yeah, but then I have problems with other things that I like to do.
Then it says, make sure you're running an authentic copy of Windows. I know I have an instrument at work that doesn't have it's not connected to the internet, so it gets kind of mad.
Does it yell and scream?
Sure does. I mean, no, it kind of doesn't. In the background, it's just kind of like, well, we know you're not connected, so you might want to, make sure you're running a real copy of Windows.
Windows gets very angry with me when I don't have a genuine copy of Windows.
I have a genuine copy.
We're calling about these people who are calling about your car's extended warranty. Pay me $5 and I'll make it stop for good. That's how you really make the money?
There's an idea.
There's a scam for you. Oh. My idea might not work here.
Uh-oh.
All right, so this is going to need to be turning that way, which is the opposite way of which the ways they're going now. So what if we tap into that block there? Okay, I think I got an idea. It is a devilish idea.
Did you get a wonderful, awful idea?
A wonderful, awful idea. All right, I think we can do this. Would a gearbox work? We will be doing gearboxes, yes.
Good night, Mrs. Biffle Chips.
Good night, Mrs. Biffle Chips. But then this one goes that way. Right.
You're a mean one.
I do want to fix one thing, Hermie, and it's nothing to do with your design. It's that you see how I made these all into windows, and then like the very top ones are not. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna make those windows.
If you give me a wrench, that would have.
Give you a wrench.
I thought I had a wrench at one point.
And then we'll just do it like that. And then we're good. Uh-oh. Dang backpacks. Backpack.
All right, solved. I got a wrench.
All right, there you go. Just adds a wee bit on the coolness factor. I love it. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I like that whole vibe. Are we okay in the center? Let's see here.
We'll just have a smaller.
I think we're actually okay because it's what 2 out from each one, right? Mm-hmm. Just the middle ones will be touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay because it'll be the same on both sides.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm in. Dude, this place is looking so cool.
It is as cool as we wanted it to. Oh, you can't window the diagonal ones, so. Oh, well then. Well, shoot.
Well, shoot.
Yep, it has some also satisfactory vibes as well.
Oh, huge. Factorio, satisfactory vibes. Yep.
It's awesome though, like just the creativity in Minecraft has been just lovely.
It's very satisfying.
Would you call it satisfactory?
I would call it quite satisfactory. All right, so that
smart
guy up
shoot.
there,
What's the smart shoot do?
I think it has a filter.
A brain?
It's got a noggin in it. Just a head. Smart shoot. It comes with pre-noggined in the middle.
Pre-noggined.
Pre-noggined. All right, so I think Gearbox is the ticket here.
Noggin, bro? Yeah. Bro, that's my noggin, bro.
I have to say, as somebody who plays Minecraft every day, that solves the factory building thing for me. Like I don't feel the need to play Factorio.
I'm with you. I know what you mean. A lot of times you have like that. You don't need to do multiple games that are all the same.
Sure, exactly.
Like creative outlet.
Right.
Oh no, we're missing buttons. Button. Who's got the button? But I'm sure that we have enough wood planks. I kind of wish you could craft into the system. I know you can, like auto crafting, but like a way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
A button that I could press that doesn't go to my inventory first. It just goes boom right back into the system.
I know.
It would be kind of neat. All right, there's that and there's that. All right, cool. Bang, bang. And then we're going to do gearboxes.
Gearboxes.
At create. And we're doing Gullbox. And we need at least...
gearboxes.
6 per side, so at least 12, yeah? Sounds like a...
That's a lot of gearboxes, bro.
And does that actually rotate the right way? Oh my god, it actually does.
Oh my god!
Oh no, not like that.
Except that one.
That is an issue though, isn't it? Ugh. Do I have room? No, I don't. Shit.
Shift click all 2 million wood into 2 million buttons. Well, we got buttons now. That's true though. That is a really good point.
You could go a little overboard with it.
Yeah, if you could shift click back into the system and you have a whole lot of room, it could be a whole lot of nope.
Maybe we can get away with this.
Good night, Wingless.
Wingless, have an awesome one, dude. Ah, it's the wrong way though, Gromit. We need to be 2 gearboxes. So then I can do that And that. Oh, but that one is the right way. Oh, God, this is going to get funky. Do, 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 do.
I feel like shift clicking your entire life and making buttons out of it would just you can't make it too easy to do. It would be just a really easy thing to misclick.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My gosh, I love these freaking bees so much. What's up, Sublimiter?
Sublimiter, greetings to ya.
We have spinning bees.
Things have gotten slightly more complicated.
They've got to go around.
Oh, you need buckets? There are 14 million of them, and they are auto-crafted when you use them. Don't you love it when problems become other problems when figuring out gearboxes and stuff? Yes.
Troubleshooting.
I think that will be fine. I think we can get away with that, guys. And then I have another tap here. And then that tap goes there. Okay, good. And then we have another one. Where did I put this? Wait a second. Wait a gosh darn minute. Oh, wait.
Wait a gosh darn.
Okay, no, that's fine. That still works with that. Right. And then we have gearbox on gearboxes. So gearbox on gearbox, which is this.
Gearbox on gearbox.
Oh, the action is happening. And then that one is going the correct way? Question mark? No. Wait a minute. Now that one's going the wrong way. Right. We have to start from this one. Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy.
Now, is this one going the correct way or the wrong way? Wrong way. So, gearbox. Go there. Okay, cool. Now, this one is going the right way now? Yes.
Ah, shoot.
And then this one's going the correct way now? Yes. And that one's going the correct way? Yes. All right. Solve that problem. Inputs are now inputting. Inputting.
Yeah, these guys are just going to share a wall. And that's just how it's going to be. The middle ones. But I think we can make it work.
Yeah. I think that will be fine.
Yeah. So it'll be the same on each side. What the hell?
Hell, what
Wrench, you're not supposed to break that.
Ross just somehow big brain that. What, the whole the gear bits? It's looking pretty good. Now we just got to do this part over here.
Rush just randomly big brain things.
I have a big noggin, bro, or something. That's not the only thing that's big around here. We also have big gas, huh? Oh!
Do you have big gas?
meaty claws. And then we're going. Can I? You may want to see a doctor about that. Maybe.
Which part?
The big noggin or the old
Gaseous emissions.
gaseous emission. Gaseous emission. Yeah, I could speak today. It's only Tuesday. I mean, we only have to talk for another broadcasting week, you know?
But still on a Tuesday. But it's already Tuesday. And it's like toward the gaseous emission end of Tuesday.
Wait, it is?
I was gonna think of like the butt end of Tuesday. Like that was my thought.
Oh, the butt end of... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there. All right.
It was a butt joke.
Acceptable work, bad cop. Okay, cool. It's time for the belting.
The belting, the belting.
Yes, the belting.
Taco Tuesday, King of Aces. Or were they homemade tacos?
Ooh, real Taco Tuesday?
The good stuff.
Fuck yeah, you had some tacos.
I wish we had more leftover brisket.
The only way to solve this is to make more brisket.
That is the only way to solve this.
And I
oh my
think
God,
we
by
might
the
be
way,
able to do it.
I went to another grocery store today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know which one I went to.
Yes.
Okay. So they had a brisket, and it was about the same price per pound. It was 16 pounds.
Jesus.
It was a fucking monster.
It's a fucking monster. So what was that like? All right, Scarlett, have a good night.
Good night, Scarlett.
Let's hope for more Timmy Turner murder dreams
Oh my
tonight.
God, are you serious? Oh my God. Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner.
I can't do the voice. Yeah, you can do it.
Timmy Turner. What are you going to do that you fail your parents?
I love the fact that, like, Jay Leto was the Crimson Chin. That was just the best. I liked Fairly Odd Parents.
It's a good show.
Plus, they had that really fun theme song. That was one of my favorite. Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him demands. Gets every wish. Your reality, they are his odd parents. Fairly Odd Parents. Wands and wings and floaty crowny things.
Floaty crowny things.
I love Cosmo so much. Meat sweats activate. I live my life in meat sweats, King of Aces. It's fantastic.
Meat sweats. I live my life by it.
That's right.
Oh, we did it. All right, where's my funnels that I need to click on everything? Where's my instant inventory dumpers?
Dumpers.
That's right.
Bees, dude.
Whoa, bees, dude. All right, you go on this one. You go on this one. You go on this one. All right, cool. OMG, Hermie, guess what just happened?
Are we functional?
We have officially have all the inputs and ready to go.
Whoa. That's fucking incredible.
Whoa.
Whoa. What the?
All right, this is kind of looking sick. All right,
It
I'm
looks
not
amazing.
gonna lie. This is pretty effing awesome.
This is what everybody wants their beehives to look like.
Hell yeah. Got a little managerial office right here. Bam. It's gonna be a system here.
It's piano hammer keys.
You like the piano hammer keys?
I do.
Dun 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 dun. Chops, you know.
Phineas and Ferb. I love the guy who like wrote that, came up with it, conceptualized it. I follow him on TikTok. He's fantastic. But I never watched the show because it was right between the kids.
True, it was right between the kids.
Yeah, because our nephew watched a lot of it. Skinner Beast was a little too old for it. Mini Raj was a little too young for it. Timmy Turner, you have used your fairy godparents to get away with triple homicide, which isn't against the rules per se, but is royally wrong, so say goodbye to your fairies. I can't do the voice. I can't do it.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It's not my best voice.
Come to California.
Fucking California always electing actors for shit.
Ronald Reagan, the actor?
Yeah.
So the dirt blocks up here are not operational points, right?
No.
Okay.
They're like placeholders
Okay. Got it.
to stop my fingers from turning upside down.
You're still watching Phineas and Ferb? There you go.
I love it. I you know, watch cartoons, you know? Fucking watch cartoons. I love cartoons.
Ah, the bee pushed me.
He'll do that. Oh, he's a big spinny guy.
There's
See?
some sort of sticky substance I found on the On the turning wheels of time here.
According to Dan Povenmire's TikTok, there does actually exist like a some sort of like turquoise platypus as well.
What?
At some place in the world or something like that. I don't know. I saw it. And it was like, what color would this be if it actually existed?
Is that one high or too low? I think it's on it, right? Is that on it? Oof.
Keep your stickiness to your own wheel of time, please.
All right, listen. Sometimes stickiness happens, okay?
Oh, what the hell was I watching?
All right, so
I watched something and it had a remake of Spinning Wheel in it. And I didn't necessarily hate it, although it was huge blood, sweat, and tears, man. I love blood, sweat, and tears. It's like the quintessential 60s music.
A bit.
What was I watching that had that in it?
I have no idea.
So random, right?
Yeah, right? I'm like, I have no idea what...
It wasn't something that you were watching with me.
Obviously not.
It wasn't something I've seen a bunch of times before because I was like, oh, this is a weird version of the song.
I think that's it. Oh,
Platypus under UV light. Oh! That's fantastic. So Perry the Platypus is like a UV light. He's a psychedelic platypus.
He's a psychedelic.
I love
Man,
it.
that's psychedelic, bro.
Perry!
Is that it? Oof. It's so hard to tell. Am I on it? I think. Chat, check my work here. Are those all on the all on the up and up there? Server restart. Danger zone.
Highway to the Lord.
Lana!
What?
Kenny Loggins.
What?
Danger zone.
Danger zone.
By the way, when did they come out with new archers that I like completely missed how that went down? I watched them now, but I was like, there are new archers. Like, when did this happen?
I don't know.
I watched them though. Of course I watched them.
Are they good?
They're all right. They're all right.
I couldn't like get into the Danger Island ones.
Best classic movie to date, Top Gun.
Classic?
Take me to bed or lose me forever, Goose.
You really like your Navy propaganda, huh?
We didn't go to it because it looked really shitty, but we have walked past the Top Gun bar in San Diego.
We're like, yep, there it is.
I was like, that looks like a pretty bad dive bar right there. And I think it is.
We went to get tacos instead, and I applaud our decision.
Raj, would you happen to know how to make two inputs go to one output and toggle so each one is off long enough for the other to kick over?
I fell off.
Two inputs go to one output and toggle so one is off just long enough for the other to kick over. Like in Create? I think the things do that. These guys. The tunnels. I think you can do it with the tunnels. And you could like round robin them and stuff. Oh wow, you can actually make them longer too. Nice.
Hot Shots wasn't it Hot Shots? Okay, am I thinking was Hot Shots the Billy the Kid movie? Am I thinking of the right one?
Billy the Kid movie. Hot Shots was like the Top Gun parody one.
Oh, what am I thinking of? Young Guns. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I got those two confused. Young Guns, Hot Shots. Column A, column B. Yeah, but Tom Cruise also believes that that he's like an alien in a human body. So I mean, who is really on top here? Like, do you want to be sane or... Maybe being insane is fun. Maybe Scientology is worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe
that's how they get you, Hermie. Careful.
Is bliss. Oh my God, I'm step 1. No, at least like you had a sauna for like 8 hours, and that's one of those like cult breakdown things.
I draw the line when they start getting into the branding aspects. Tom Cruise owns an F-18 de-weaponized though. That reminds me of a story that I heard. I watched a Netflix special.
Need it when the Thetans come back or whatever the fuck.
It was a Netflix special about cocaine running in the 80s. And there was a guy that was working with the Russian mafia. And well, yeah. And he says we were trying to get a submarine. And so he called Russia. And he's like, let me ask a friend of mine. And he's like, I called him up and asked about, like, is it possible that we could get a submarine, a Russian submarine? He's like, let me call you back. Guy calls him back and goes, do you mean it with or without missiles?
Which show was that?
I was like a documentary. I was like,
you don't remember what it was called?
I know.
That's fantastic.
Just you gotta weigh your options, you know? You gotta weigh your options. Yeah, you saw that one too?
Blow was based on a true story.
Blue. I don't think Blow was the thing I was talking about.
No. But Blow was based on a true story.
Yes.
Like, I remember that they talked about, like, what actually happened to the guy at the end of the movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm. This is looking fantastic, I gotta say. Fantastic.
I love it.
I'm already getting sort of, like, fringe decorational concepts going on, too. This is looking great.
Well, let's try to calm down and get the bees in place.
No, we gotta get things working first.
We gotta get the bees in.
Mm-hmm,
in their little houses.
So I do need to have these guys come down to some operational point.
Yeah.
Now, back to your question, Kubi. Straight for now, Redstone. I think something with hoppers and chests, you can make it work. You have to do some, like, locking things, maybe with, like, some other stuff. Kiki, what's going on? Thank you very much for the raid.
The Cat Clan's coming in. Welcome in, everybody.
Come on in, Cat Clan. How y'all doing?
Meow.
Is this bee farming create? Yes.
You bet.
It absolutely is a bee farm.
You've hit the nail on the head right there. And here's our decorative and functional windmills up top here. Let's sleep. Let's sleep so
we can get rid of this damn rain.
It doesn't work anymore.
Well,
I kind of wish it did, honestly. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to that feature of Minecraft.
True. Kinda wish.
Kiki, how was your stream? Everybody, please go follow Kiki as your friend.
Because Kiki is our friend. And you should follow our friend. And our friend is awesome.
Exactly.
Oh my God, the bees!
I know, they're my favorite things. Look. Bees, dude!
I told you, love. Oh, I got phantoms!
Oh, you do!
Bees, dude!
Those are not bees, Raj. Those are not bees. Those are phantoms in there.
Yeah, well, they're dead now.
Nasty. They're nasty. Yucky work is calling. Ew.
Ew.
Thank you very much for sharing your community with us. Everybody go give Kiki as your friend to follow, please. The more wool blocks you have or sail blocks you have on a create windmill, the faster it goes. So these have a ton of wool blocks stuck together, so they're at max speed. If you notice, the flowers are moving a lot more slowly. And that's because they are there's not as many wool blocks.
I have a conundrum that I'm trying to solve here. A to B, yeah. From point A to point B. How can I combine these two powers of windmill? Like one bee, one flower. Combine their powers.
With our powers combined.
Give that kinetic force.
We can be. Yeah, so this is our entire... I'll give for a long shot.
Going for the long shot?
Well, I mean, I have a very small render distance because I lag, but... So we have the bees and flowers up top, and then this looks like a giant beehive from the outside.
It is a giant beehive.
A giant beehive.
Right. The roof is in the works, and that'll kind of probably be our last thing. And then so what's going on here is we have little bee condos, right? And then they're going to be, each one's going to have their own little special thing. And then we're going to process their combs down here with you know, you got the whirly gig and the spinner mabobber and the geary thing and then the pokey thing that shoves the thing in the thing, you know?
You know, exactly that.
Got the little march of the coal penguins. Be condo. No, it's condos. It's cozy condos,
Don't
okay?
say jail.
There's a
No,
toilet and a little slot that we put the food in. It's a condo,
they have like happy little, they're gonna have happy little you know, the blocks they like to eat. I have a whole backpack full of them over here just waiting. Okay, with their upgrades and their I haven't decided what kind of beehives I'm gonna make. I'll probably make them all the same, but except the dragon egg, I can't make that different. But they have all their blocks that they need. So cozy condoms.
We got one more piece because the only issue that we're gonna have
That'd be super
here.
neat. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. We do a lot of this stuff. This is our bee base that we're doing. I need to test this real quick. Hold on a second. Let me
RQ.
grab
Testing at RQ.
a comb for testing purposes.
Oh, I haven't decided what.
I think this is an open pit right here.
Open pit.
It is.
Magic.
Oh, right. That's going to do that.
What's gonna look the best? I haven't
Okay.
decided which beehives I'm gonna use for everything. The dark oaks look pretty cool though.
Honey goes up. Whoa! Well, that was cool.
Where's our honey going?
It goes down the pipes. So our honeycombs. All right. So we have honeycombs and then wax. We're going to be
Sure.
saving this stuff, right? So the problem is though that this right here is actually like an open pit.
What is?
This right here.
Oh,
You picked it up because of backpacks and magnets, but
probably.
we need to do.
Oh yeah, I did get wax.
I forget what I used. I used something else over in the other base. Hold up. What did I use
Is it
over
just
here?
half slabs?
No, it was like it was something from a cause. I know, but it's only one placement. And it's an easy placement, so it's not a big deal. But they worked out. They worked out actually perfectly over here. What was it? Whatever this is on top of that.
Oh,
Metal
it's a-
glass trapdoor.
Yeah. We'll make a bunch of those.
Yes, they worked out. They look exactly
Yeah,
perfect for what it is.
they fit really well.
All right, so that's
Yeah, this is our
perfect.
bee base.
Bee base.
Now we have some bee condos finished, and we'll start getting them moved in soon.
Here's my bear. You know what my bear does? If you guys have never been here, you might not.
Oh,
might not know the coolness factor.
You gotta do the thing right.
Gotta do the thing. Gotta do the thing. We gotta have a little bear jam. Little bear jam, everybody.
Bear jam. All right, I'm gonna log out while you do your bear jam.
Get some cat jams in the chat.
Bear jams. Can I just say the first 200 times you did this, I didn't notice you were clicking on him.
Really? You thought he was just
I thought
dancing?
he was dancing, and I'm like, what did I do my pets dance? And then I realized that I thought my pets were just insufficient.
Just a man and his bear. Having a little pig step bear jam.
Pig step bear jam. Pig step is a pretty sweet tune, though.
You did great, buddy. You did a great performance. Great performance, Mr. Bear.
TG Raj's bear.
He danced super well. It was
He
fantastic.
totally did.
Alrighty. I hope you guys enjoyed the little bear dance, the ball dance. Let me take one little quick peek back at our B base. Because I think we got all the stuff going. All right, you're going to go eat now? All right, super day. Have a good one, dude.
See ya.
All right, so B base. All the windmills, they be rocking. Bees, dude. All right, so we got the B base there. Windmills are going. We have to solve the problem of combination of the powers.
Yes, I have already logged out, though.
All good, all good. And then we have our B condos already in place. They're going to have a little color theme per B. I love it.
Yep.
The only thing is that I see here that we're going to have to manage is the one thing you did talk about, which is regular vanilla bees. We want their combs.
We want regular, and gold bees will have to have their after you spin it down, they have to go to a furnace.
Do they?
Yeah.
Which one's the gold ones? Hold on. Gold comb, right?
Yep.
Gold comb. Where are you at? This guy?
Yep.
Okay. So that guy goes into here. No, just makes sense.
Oh, good. Okay. Since it's heated.
Yeah, because it's all heated.
The centrifuge made a gold
right.
or rock
slurry or of a sort.
It was an ore rock thing.
But yeah, I think on our purposes, all the processing stuff will go pretty well.
Yep.
But except for the one that we don't want to process, which is the regular combs.
Yep.
Hear me out real quick. I'm logging out. Does that bee need to be... Could it be its own thing? Like its own little thing? So it doesn't have to... We don't have to, like, asymmetrical the stuff.
It's fine if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, because we have, like, another... We could have it be, like, another condo just for that one. Like, on the front. Yeah. Like, on the opposite side of the manager's office.
That's fine.
Yeah, we in for that? All right. Well, I know that you guys are popping in for a raid, but as anybody who knows, when we raid Kiki, every now and again we can, because Kiki's still playing some games. But as soon as we do, they say, I have to get off to go to work and do some stuff. And
it's about the same time.
We're kind of in the same boat.
Yep.
Thank you guys very much for the support, being here and chilling with us. I hope you guys had as much fun watching us as we did streaming for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, regardless of your age, sex, sexual orientation, your race, your country of origin, your state of mind, your state of birth, the kitchen appliance you identify most with, the color of your toenail polish, whether you think Pluto's a planet or not, of course, your favorite captain of the Millennium Falcon. You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. We love you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.